mentioned he wasn't going to join was Daniel. He may have been stuck something else. I don't know if you guys know if he's joining today or not.
Yeah, Mr. Gabriel. Unfortunately, Mr. Daniel is not going to be with us today.
Okay, yeah, not a big deal, not a big deal. So I just wanted to, kind of introduce the team. Thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate it. From our side, I think we are completed. We met with Daniel last weekend at Medicarians, or last week at Medicarians, and there's some synergies that we found, things that you guys can utilize from your end from a tech perspective. So we just wanted to meet today. I talked to him yesterday. He mentioned that we should meet with you guys so you can look at our technology and see what is it from the different products that we have could be a good fit based on your specific needs. Um, Before we even go into demos and things like that, I just wanted to officially introduce ourselves. So we are Open Insurance, powered by Theo, our lovely bot that you see right there as a note taker. That is our brains and brawn from our organization. You're going to learn a whole lot about him today. I'm the VP of sales for Open Insurance. With me, we got Ariel Dominguez, who is our CEO and the brain behind Theo. We have Jonathan Abascal, who is our project manager, and Alexander Vinokurov, who is our VP or EVP of technology. So again, we wanted to take some time today to meet with you guys, showcase what we have, and then you let us know whether this is going to be a good fit for your tech needs. If you guys want to do a quick intros on your side,
Okay. Uh,
Kike or Ops IT.
Okay,
Next
okay.
question.
I'm sorry. I think Boss is setting up the microphone. So pleasure to meet you all. My name is Santiago. I currently the operations and IT leader here um, with IMS with Mr. Jorge Enrique and Daniel at Sierra Plan Choice and Golden Plan Choice. So yeah, pleasure to be here with you to experience all of what you can offer us and probably start working with it. So thank you.
Thank you, Santiago. Appreciate it. Ariel, I pass it to you. So I don't know if you want to start or Johnny wants to start.
Sure. No, I'll kick it off on my end, then I'll pass it to Johnny for the CRM. It's a pleasure to meet you, Sebastian and Kike. What we're going to show you today are two different solutions for different parts of your organization. I'm first going to walk you through our I would call it what we call productivity suite of tools called OpenCharts. OpenCharts is like a master tool for all things work related, automations, productivity. Basically, it replaces a ton of the tools that you guys probably use today at a much more comprehensive level. So let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So what OpenCharts does, when you log in, you have different sections. You have personal and teams. Within the personal section, you have your projects. You can build all types of projects. You can build flowcharts, whiteboards, notes, presentations, podcasting, code, creator canvas, and EVI automations. EVI is our own protocol called executable visual intelligence, and I'll show you that guys in that in a second. But the idea is basically I can take I'll start first like as a presentation, right? I can take a presentation or take a note or have Theo AI, our own like our competitor to ChatGPT. So if you guys are familiar with ChatGPT or Anthropic, we build our own large language model that specifically also has an orchestrator built within it. So I'll actually start there. I think it's a better place to start. So here you can basically have him start doing any type of research or any type of function. You can have him, like the look up what is the most powerful EV cars in the market today, and then he can start doing that basic research component, and then obviously move it into more comprehensive things that you can tell him that after he does that basic search and that basic research, you can have him put together a full understanding of the not only the top competitors, but you can basically say now build me a note around this. So okay, build me build me a note around this, and now it'll turn this into a note that you can then start working with and utilize and figure out how to how to do it. He's got basically what we call artifacts. Artifacts are things that we built as
Mhm.
protocols within OpenCharts that allows him to take action, not just to respond to you in text, but actually build out functions. Like in this case, like it build out the note, and then here, if I open it up on another tab, let me quickly open here. As you can see, it basically created this note of the most powerful EV cars in the market. Um, I think it's just the most popular EV cars. This is an example of another one that we had already generated previously on another call today. So this is an example of what you can expect. And then once it's done generating, you can kind of see the different components that it created here, back and forth between the chat. So the cool thing is you can then take this and then turn this into other things. So you can take this particular note that I have here, you can turn this into a presentation, and it'll build a full presentation on this, or you can turn this into flashcards and you can get yourself tested. So you could test your skills. So I'm going to build simple flashcards here and generate flashcards. This will generate literally a quiz that you can now share with your agents or share with anybody. An example is that the way insurance agencies use it today, or insurance companies use it today, is that they create all their training material, all their marketing materials, all their Instagram ads, all their function landing pages, everything using Open Charts, and then they share that with all their team members or their downline agents, and then they basically can utilize those same creations and then customize it with their own branding, their own logos, and all that. It's just a way to be way more productive without having to add additional staff or marketing teams or design teams and things like that. So in this case, it created this nice little flashcard component where here I can test myself on the skills of of the car market, and I can switch between here and I can see if I got it right, it tells me, oh, I got it, or I got it wrong. It also creates a quiz which I can then test my skill set here. And this, imagine for education purposes, imagine for continuing education, for educating yourself on new products. Let's say you guys release a new product with a new carrier, you can build and you can build a simple read. You can upload a PDF here, and or just have Theo on the Theo chat take a PDF and turn it into a research report, and then turn it into quizzes, presentations, and all that. But let's go a step further. You can turn this into a full-on podcast. So if I click here where it says podcast, I can turn this into a full engaging podcast that now I can discuss. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing my tab. So I can click on the podcast tab and turn this into a full podcast and share this and add. And we have a new version of the platform called Creator Canvas, which I'll show you guys in a second, that allows you to customize this podcast, add your own voices, your own video, your own audio, and do it all, and then stream it directly to anybody in your team from OpenCharts, or to share with anybody across the board. We looked at flashcards, and then also you have movie. You can turn this into a full-on explainer video directly from just one document. So you can take this document, and our AI Theo will then basically convert this over into a cinematic clip, and it could be for Instagram or TikTok, or it could be for YouTube. And you can do, like, do you want an explainer video, whiteboard videos, animations, deep dive, 8 to 12 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes for full story, and so forth and so on. And you can kind of go through that. The other cool thing is that you have here on the note canvas, you can basically go in and edit with Theo. You can, basically translate this into Spanish. So you can say, translate this part of the document directly into Spanish, and you can fully go in and just customize any aspect of it without having to leave, and share it in real time. So multiple people can be working on the same document in real time. So let's give it a second here while it does the translation. Apologies, my internet is quite slow. I'm working from home today, and I have about 40 megabits of internet connection, so it's not greatest. Um, Give it a second. Sometimes it takes a sweet time here. Let me open up the production environment and do it there instead. So let's translate this into Spanish. So as you can see, it's fully translating the whole that whole section that I highlighted into Spanish, and then creating basically that. And then I can then come in and basically, if I like it, if I accept it, great. If not, I can revert it back to the original or ask it to change anything on that document that I want. And the cool thing is that you don't have to pay for Microsoft Word. You don't have to pay for Google Suites. You don't have to pay for any of those services. You have this over here. The other part is you can download this as a Word document, PDF, HTML, Markdown, or JSON. You can also add this to your Google Drive if you use Google Drive, and just download it or copy it as text here. So you have that as, again, one simple feature. But now let's work on a much more deeper project, right? Let's build a presentation together. So I'm going to add it. I'm going to create a new presentation. Let's create. I don't know what's the name of your company, guys? Like, what's the URL of the company?
Sierra Plan Choice.
Sierra Plan Choice. Okay. So I'm going to do a pitch deck for Sierra Plan Choice. I'm going to make it 5 slides for the sake of this demo, and then I'm going to just have Theo rewrite the prompt so it's a little bit more comprehensive. Okay, so then here I can go deeper and give it more of an objective. I can say it's like a pitch deck. I can put the company name, the website URL. I'm going to skip this for now just because it doesn't make sense, but I'm going to come here and bring your logo and extract your entire design and branding from your website. You can also upload your own logo. You can do all that stuff, but this is easier. So it brings in your logo. It brings in you can say I want it at the top right corner. This is the name of the company. I want maybe a more lighter category. I want the background to maybe be a little bit lighter. If you wanted to, you can change that here. You can customize the theme, and then once you hit save theme, this is going to save it to your theme. So if you go now to my themes, you can see all the themes that you have there, including the one that you just built. And the cool thing is you can come back and change it anytime, or you can just hit generate presentation at the top, and this will generate the first outline of that presentation based on the prompt you gave it, the design, and the strategy of the website that it looked at. So let's give it a second. It's generating that. And then here I'm going to select the type of imagery that I like. I want to go for 3D objects. I think this will look nicer. And then here you can see the outlines of each of the slides that it's going to generate. You can edit these right here. If you like them, great. If you don't, you can always change it, and then hit generate presentation. Once it does that, it's going to actually take you to the presentation builder. And inside the presentation builder, it's going to start generating that deck for you with all the content that it researched about your company, and obviously all the information you gave it within the prompt. The more comprehensive the prompt is, the better. You can also upload a PDF or upload another PowerPoint presentation from a previous presentation you have, and it'll generate that that design here. So here it generates the presentation, and basically it'll start generating the content. Now this is very basic. You can go in and edit all this. The cool thing is you can basically go in and do visual edit. So let's say I want to change this word from transform to, or since transform yours, I'm going to say build your instead. I'm going to say change to build your, and hit apply, and then that's just gonna create just an edit for that particular text. You can also make all the text editable instead of just making it hard-coded images, and then you can edit the text and format it and change it also as well. Right, so it basically has all that functionality, and you can also add your own images, add your own charts. You can literally create charts directly here, add them in graphics. You can upload a CSV file, Excel files, or anything like that, and bring them into the presentation. You can also have our Theo AI, help you edit the presentation, so you can change, say, I don't like the colors of the backgrounds, or I don't like something, change it and adjust it as well. You can also have a really cool feature, which is called a presentation audio and narration. You can generate audio, and let's generate some narration as well. And so this is going to generate background music and audio, and it's going to present itself. It's going to present the presentation by itself. So Theo will literally present the presentation for you. So let's give it a second while it does this. Where are you guys based out of, uh, Sebastian and Kike?
Yeah, it's Santiago here, but yeah, I
Oh, so,
guess.
sorry, Santiago. My
Don't worry.
apologies, my apologies.
Pretty
Escuché
close. Don't worry.
Sebastián y disculpa.
Todo el tiempo, no pasa nada. Um, uh, we're right now at Texas.
Ah, okay,
Texas.
okay, nice,
Yeah.
nice. What part of Texas?
Well, whole Texas actually, but yeah, mainly Cypress, Houston.
Ah, okay, okay, very nice, very cool. I like Houston. So okay, so now that it finished, it finished the audio narration. Now it's finishing the background music. Let's give it a couple more seconds to finish that up. And this you only have to do one time, and then you'll see what you can do with it. Um, and I don't know, do you guys have your phones on you, Santiago and Kike?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. So in 1 second, I'm gonna need you to pull your phone out so you can see a couple things. So now I created the music, I created the audio. So now I'm gonna go here and I can share this presentation with one of my other colleagues. So let's say Santiago, you're working with Kike on this presentation for, I don't know, IT services for the company. You guys can share this presentation in real time. Both of you can be editing at the same time and collaborating on the presentation. You can even leave comments. I can drop in like a comment and be like, hey, I think this particular slide needs to be changed because of this. It doesn't actually accurately reflect that or whatever, right? You can also export the presentation to PDF, a PowerPoint, or a PNG. And the cool thing is you can also present it directly from here. You can hit present live, and then this will open up the presentation in live, right? And
Okay.
stop sharing. Give me a second. Let me, let me share my entire window. Okay, so then you can present it directly from the system. All right, sorry guys, my Google Meets is acting up here. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yeah, don't worry.
Okay, perfect. Apologies there. So you can also the other cool thing is that you can have rehearse with a coach. So here you can open this up, and this will conversation, and then basically tell you what's lacking. So in this case, I can click get coach feedback, and the AI coach will actually tell me what parts of the slide that made it make sense, and it'll talk to me now. So now it's just generating the report and generating the
You
audio.
went completely silent on the slide. While the visual is strong, you need to vocalize the call to action, not just display it. This is where you close the deal.
So
You
you can stop it. Are you guys able to hear the audio?
Yes, that's amazing. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, so our system, we developed our own proprietary models and our own orchestrator model. So this uses the best of other existing AI tools plus our own 70 billion parameter model. That's what Theo is really, really powerful at. And it's built around a lot of training on how to emulate voices, how to emulate ideas and concepts. So imagine if you're an insurance sales agent and you're like trying to figure out, man, am I presenting this right? Is my customer understanding the product correctly? You can now talk to our Theo AI and actually present it to it. It'll tell you, no, I don't think you did that right. The slide should change this way, and you should adjust this way, so that it actually gives you not only feedback, but it gives you feedback that humans won't spend time training you or coaching you on. You can do that in real time. So, and by the way, the cool thing is that in order for them to see this, you can build the presentation yourself and then just share with them, and they can access the same tools that you have, right? Without having to having to build all different accounts. So now I'm gonna publish to web. So I'm gonna publish here presentation. I can publish this as a real-time website so that people can just go to my link and click on that link. So I told you guys to take out your phones for a second. Can you guys scan that QR code for me?
Yes, sir. Give me 1 second. Opening Chrome. Okay, yeah, it's the presentation itself.
Okay, now
Okay.
can you click on the thing that says Theo Presents at the bottom?
At the bottom, I see open charts, navigate, Theo
It
presents.
doesn't say it. There's no button that says Theo presents.
No, I don't see it. I see the change between the dark and the, yeah, keys to navigate. Uh,
Oh, give me a second. Yeah, sorry. Let me do the narration again because I stopped it while I was showing you guys other things. I stopped the narration halfway.
okay.
So let me quickly redo it again, and you'll see it. Let's give it a second while the narration builds here. And while we wait for that, the other cool thing about OpenCharts is that you don't have to ever leave our environment to do any of this work. You don't have to download another app. You don't have to download another tool. You don't have to pay another subscription. You could just be on this, and I'll show you all the things you can do now after you finish the presentation. Now we can take this presentation and turn it into a landing page, turn it into an actual database website and web application that you can launch with actual securities, authentication, everything, all from the same platform without having to leave this environment. So it's almost done. Let's give it another second. Okay, perfect. So now I have that. Now I should be able to go live. Let me republish. And then, okay. Can you guys refresh your screen on your end? You should see a now button that says Theo presents.
Okay, let me double check. Uh, would you share the QR code one more time, please? I think I
Yeah,
closed
of
it.
course.
Yeah. Okay. There. Um. I I don't see the option yet, but I see it on your screen, right? Like you present down there.
Try refreshing, like do it because sometimes it's the cache and the cookies
Yeah,
of
yeah.
your.
Let me try.
Try doing like a hard refresh or use another browser, maybe.
Okay, let me use another phone. Yeah, probably. I don't trust this one so far. Can you show me?
Okay,
Okay, thank you so much. Let me see this one.
first.
Yeah, plenty of tools here at the office. Oh yeah, Theo presents. Dang.
If you click on it,
Yeah, here we start.
so it should actually look like this. So the others sit back. I'll present this for you.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We're here to talk about something crucial to every business: employee benefits. Imagine a world where your company could offer 25% better benefits to your team while simultaneously reducing your overall costs by 15%. This isn't just a dream, it's a reality we're helping modern businesses achieve. Current benefit models often leave both employers and
So you guys get the idea, right? And you can continue listening to it, and it just switches the slides in order for you. The cool thing is that I can go back. Let me close this out here. Let me, and I can go back in here and I can say, I can add a custom URL. So say you want to have a custom URL, you can do that. You can password protect the website so that only if you want to share this as a private presentation that only certain people have access to, you can do that. You can also set up SEO and meta tags. You can upload page backgrounds, favicons.
Mm,
You can change the background of the page to have like a gradient or have like an image or a video on the background that if you want it to be like more personalized and customized. You can put your logo on the page, so you can upload your logo or put the URL to your logo here. And then if you have our premium account, you can just like knock off our OpenCharts logo, and it'll feel like something you guys built from the ground up straight. And it took us like a few seconds, right, to build this. So
yeah.
it's not, and this is just me showing you in real time as a demo. You guys can obviously go in and fine tune it, add more slides, make it better, add more components to it, and design it to actually be a fully functional presentation. But it should only, like, on average, our users only take like between 6 to 10 minutes on average to build a really comprehensive presentation. I mean, Gabriel actually is the best use case. Gabriel sends basically personalized presentations after every presentation, after every demo that we do, all using OpenCharts. And he does those presentations based on the conversations that Theo, our note taker, does, and which leads me to a nice segue of our Theo note taker. So within our platform, you'll see. Let me go back over here. So you'll see a system, a part of our section called meetings, right? Inside meetings, Theo can join a meeting like the one we're on. Like you can connect your Google Calendar, your Outlook directly from here, and or you can even instant record. You can hit instant record, and it'll start recording instantly the conversation you're having, and then he'll process that conversation, and basically it'll generate something like this. So, for example, let's pick this one, right? This presentation, this the meeting that we had, and basically here it gives you all the details of everything that we're doing with that particular company, all the different things that we're trying to present. Like these from the meeting notes, and it tells you the immediate actions that you needed to take. And the cool thing is that Theo can then take those actions for you. So an example is schedule a follow-up with Zane and his development team member. So I can have Theo now. Theo can send this. Theo will now be able to, if I install the skill, which I'll show you in the skill store, for Theo to basically send emails. Now Theo can send emails on my behalf by giving him authorization to my Google or my Outlook email. And now he can take care of all those follow-ups and those back and forths between the office or somebody else at that other company, and do all that coordination for me just from one meeting note that he took. And I can even see how the speaking time, who spoke the most in that meeting. I can see the key decisions, if there's a full transcript. If not, I can even go into my meeting notes here. It creates an actual note that I can look at here, and it gives me a full transcript of the action items, the all the transcription of what everyone was talking about and said, and everything like that. And then I can obviously utilize that, and I can even turn this. The cool thing is that I can turn this. This entire meeting notes, I can turn this into a podcast that I can listen on my way home from the office, or I can listen while I'm in an airplane, or turn it into something else that I want, or a presentation. I can have basically take all the different components of the executive summary and then convert this into a presentation or a flow chart directly from here. So I don't have to even start to think about how I'm going to do it. It just does it for me. Beyond that, we obviously have the My Code section. So the My Code section is a really powerful tool. So I'll open it up here, and we'll just start a coding project. Let's I'm sorry, what's the company domain again? One more time. I'm sorry. SierraPlanChoice.com, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here I'm going to say let's build a landing page for new agents signing up to distribute Sierra Plan Choice. I can't read, sorry. And little Theo got in the way. Let me dismiss him. SierraPlanChoice.com, and make it nice and engaging. Perfect. So now Theo's going to actually build out a full-on landing page, and then he's going to build and design the whole thing from the ground up. You're going to see him here. He's designing, he's architecting, he's extracting your brand. So you see he went to your website, extracted your brand, your colors, your logos, everything. And then he's designing that. He's doing research on your company to find more information about who you guys are, what he can put. He's looking at your different information related to you. And then he's looking at your font colors, your font themes. You see Inter and Montserrat are the fonts you utilize. And he's going to bring that all together into a beautiful landing page that's a fully functional, publishable landing page in less than 2 or 3 minutes that you can then share with all your agents. And the cool thing is, I'll show you how to even go further than that. So if you want to take that a step further and turn that into a fully functional, actual web application with logins, databasing, and all that, you can do that all from here. You don't have to know how to code. You don't have to know anything about programming or development, or you don't have to worry about cloud hosting or server management. You can do that all from here directly on the platform. And basically for any of your agents or agencies or anybody in your organization that really wants to build prototypes or build really, really simple or comprehensive things that are more interactive, they can just ask Theo to build it, and Theo will build all of it, design it, and plan it, and build the entire architecture around it. So let's give it a second. And the cool thing is you can leave this page and come back to it later, because as you can see, notify is on, and Theo is going to notify you as soon as it's done. It's going to send you an email also when the website's done, so you can kind of navigate away from it. You can go to the next thing. So while it does that, actually, I'll jump over to the next thing here. So let me go back. while it continues doing that. Um, uh, we talked about meetings. We talked about my code. We're still working on that. So now let's talk about templates. And so the templates are simple. You have hundreds of templates that we've published already, where you can build like basically, for example, a brainstorm idea. We can use this to build a simple whiteboard, right? And the whiteboard, you have like literally full whiteboard controls. You can edit things. I can connect things to here and just ideate and generate different ideas. I can even draw um, you know concepts. I can also bring in like for example, a laser pointer. If I'm like presenting, I can basically say, oh, like this, and it has all those features. You can bring in images, upload images from your files. You can do all the cool things that you want, right? So an example is I can bring this image here that I have. I can paste it in, and now I have this image as part of my idea process. But let's say this is not what you want to do. You just want to delete all of it, and I can just come here to our AI tool, Theo, and I can say, build me a wireframe for a dashboard layout, right? It'll build you a wireframe of the dashboard layout in real time. Let's give it a second while it does that. Okay, cool. So here's kind of like a general dashboard layout. Now the cool thing is I can share this with a colleague and say, hey, do you like this? Is this kind of the general idea you're going for? And then the cool part is I can turn this into a prompt directly for any type of development environment. I can use this for Claude Code if you guys use Warp, if you guys use Codex, if you guys use Cursor, generic, and all that. Or you can technically have this and just give it to Theo, and Theo will build this for you as a landing page or a dashboard system with your analytics. And the cool thing is you can also present this. So if you want to present this to somebody, you can kind of show it to them. You can start putting your ideas together before you even put it into code, before you put it into presentation, go through it. And the cool thing is you can share this in real time. So if I share this with somebody, I can give them the link, and I can give them permissions to become a commenter and editor. And they can then start commenting or editing or collaborating and moving things around with me in real time, and basically going through that. I can also export this. I can export this as a PNG, a JPEG, a document, a PDF, a PowerPoint, and I can change the background from lighter to dark. I can also connect this to my Google Drive and just bring it into my Google Drive directly without having to, save it somewhere else. And the other part is like, let's say I wanted to build a flowchart around this. So let's say I'm more of a person who wants to build more comprehensive flowcharts that basically annotate the entirety of my user onboarding. For example, let's say I want to build a agent onboarding. So I'm going to click here as an example, this user onboarding flow. This is going to build me a full flow of my entire user onboarding for my company's product or service, whatever it is. And great. So now you have a full design of a strategy. You can now present this entire flowchart, and you can go step by step and show you, okay, if the user selects yes, then what happens? If the user selects no, this happens. So you have this whole entire schema of like design strategy and concepts that you can design here, and you can do it all simply by having our AI help you build it and all that. And the cool thing is once you're ready, let's say you want to turn this from a flowchart into an actual like automation. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go show you guys one that I built earlier. So if I want to turn, let's say, this flowchart into an actual automation, let me duplicate it so that you guys can see it from there. Duplicate this. Okay, so this is a flowchart that I built that basically I want to research industry trends for my industry. I wanted to create a document at the end once it does the research, and then I wanted to send me an email with the summary of what it's done, and then obviously that's done. That's the end of the flow. So then I'm going to click the little rocket. I can click either this one or this one, right? And then this is going to open up what's called EDI Canvas, activating the pipeline. So it gives you a nice little animation, and then here it basically shows you, okay, this is your automation pipeline. If you guys are familiar with Zapier or N8N or any of those tools, this basically removes those things from existence. You can basically have you can set up a flow. You can have our AI tool do it for you, and then you see it when I set up my flow automatically, it connects all the nodes, and then I can here go step by step and go say, okay, this one is the research node, and it's going to summarize. I'm going to turn into research the web. And then here's going to create a research on this particular style. Then I say I could tell it be quick about it, have only a few bullet points, do deep research on it. I want you to look at more than 5 sources. I want you to look at, I don't know, 25 sources. I can change that here. I want it to be paragraph, bullet, or structure, both paragraphs and key points. And if you have a brand voice, it could be like in the voice of Sierra Plan Choice, and you can give it all that instruction. Then you go to the next. Here's where you set up your email. I can put in my email address. I want it to come to this email address, harry@opencharts.com. And then basically here it'll auto compose that email. So Theo's going to compose the email, or you can write your own email if you wanted to. And you can put it as many email addresses as you want here. You can put like CC a bunch of people if you wanted to. And then here you can see like the output. This is what the document's going to create. I want it to be professional, the document. I want it to be 3 to 5 pages. I want it to be this. I'm going to select short, 1 to 2 pages for this example. And then the cool thing is we have a native integration with Telegram and with WhatsApp. So you can actually have it come to your Telegram or WhatsApp at the end of the whole run, and basically give you a summary, like send me a summary of all the results. Send me a summary of the results. And then I can test it before I spend any credits on it or run anything through it. And then once I can go here and go to connections, make sure that I can test the step. Right, this works, perfect. Right, then I continue here. I'm gonna hit go live. This is gonna ask me, okay, are you sure? It's gonna go through a couple of things. It's gonna verify that everything that I want it to output as a Word document in the format of a Word document. And then I'm gonna hit run. So now it's actually gonna do that research. So now it's actually starting, and I can see it happening in real time here under the log. I can see that it's doing the research, it's analyzing that research. And let me bring my email over here so you guys can see it once it finishes. So now it's finished the research. Now it's composing the email, right? It's creating the document, and now it's finishing up the email summary and then the Telegram. So it's done. And now if I refresh my email, my inbox, I have it right here. Let me show you guys what this looks like. So I got a notification that now, hold on, let me share my entire screen. Okay, so as you it told me that, okay, my run is done. So now it finished that. So I got this notification first. And then I should have gotten another notification now. Let's see, right here. Perfect. So this is the other email that it generated with the actual summary and findings. So here this is the email that I got. And it says, hi, Ariel, please find the attached comprehensive research during the exam. I can view it online here, or I can just download my Word document that it created for me. So this is the Word document that it created for me with all the research components of that. So the sky's the limit. You can, whatever you can imagine, you can turn into an EDI automation directly from the platform. And you can do it, anything you can imagine, you can design and turn it into an EDI automation. Any questions on this, guys? I know I just hit you with a lot of information before we continue.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was actually quite a lot of information, but it's great. It's amazing. Thank you for your time. Yes, I have a couple of questions regarding the functionality that you mentioned on the presentations that were created using the bot. Um, on the script. Yeah, once we have created and we have shared it, can we modify the script? That like the
You can
voice,
change
just
anything.
the narrator,
You can
anything.
change anything.
Okay, literally set it
So,
up, yeah, from
like, let me
scratch.
show you. Rather than tell you, let me show you. Before I go into that, let me show you the landing page it created for me for Sierra Plan Choice. So this is your logo, right? This is your. So I created this in a couple of minutes for me, and then basically now I have a full landing page that I can, basically. I can change, I can edit. The cool thing is that we have a system called Visual Editor, so you can click on anything and then just have it change the text directly here. So I can come in here and be like, start in, I don't know, 3 simple steps, or say 3 simple steps, right? And you can change. This is changing directly the code of the platform without having to necessarily go in and ask the AI to go change it, right? So you have full control over it, visually edit it. You can also change the design and the themes, the icons, the logos. And the cool thing is you want to build a database, you can enable a PostgreSQL database directly from here. So if I hit enable database, this is actually going to provision a real-time database directly for me for this particular project. So let's give it a second. So you see now it adds the little DB logo here, and then it creates all the tables. You can do the SQL generation. You can directly inject SQL directly into the database. You can see the database schema, and you can even set up authentication. Like you can set up logins and user accounts and things like that directly from here. And you can ask Theo here to basically go and change, adjust. You can upload projects or upload images, or basically copy and paste things that you like or you don't like. You can take a screenshot and be like, I don't like this. Can you change this? So you have full control over here, and you can then, once you're ready to publish it, you can hit publish to web. And the cool thing is you can directly buy a domain directly from us. Or if you already have your domain, you can just hit custom domain. You type in your domain, your subdomain, however, and you can publish it directly to the web. We issue directly a Cloudflare SSL certificate for you, instantly provisioned through our own hosting, and we host the website for you. And we have our own hosting platform directly on our own data center. So that is part of the obviously the website builder and landing page builder and all the functionality you can see there. So going back now to the other stuff, the stuff we talked about. So on the presentations, let's go back into the presentation. So I can come back into this presentation here, and I can edit the entirety of all the presentation and all the script. But if you want to build voiceovers that are much more comprehensive, I can now go into here, the video section, and click, let's say, on this video that I was creating, and I can design conceptual ideas of any video, any concepts. So example is I designed this commercial, and let me just start a new one so that you guys understand, because it's a little bit hard to understand if you don't if we just started from here. So I'm going to start a video one, and I'm going to say I want a 30-second product reel, right? And then here you can do voiceovers. You can build the script around the voiceover. You can change that, and that same voiceover, you can use it on the presentations, and you can use it anywhere you want it. So you can customize it, change it, adjust it. I'll show you in a second how you do it. So here I can actually come in, and now it built me the schema, the whole architecture for this entire commercial for 30 seconds, and I can hit render all my scenes. It'll start rendering all my scenes in real time. So you see it's basically rendering them, and then I can bring in the voiceover, and then let me zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see it. I can come in here and then open up the voiceover editor, script editor, and I can call it new product launch, and I want the voiceover to be 1 minute. I want it to be warm, professional. I can preview the voices, so I can preview, let's say, Aurelia.
Hi there. I'm Theo, your AI assistant. How can I help you today?
So these are the different voices that we offer. And then here you can connect it to a particular scene, or you can build your script here. So the cool thing is you can come in here and start building your script and editing it, or have Theo enhance the script for you and just start going through that, right? So here, as you can see, it's designing and building all the videos and generating those videos here. So then I can click on the video and I can start seeing the videos here. So from like a commercial perspective, you can build commercials, welcome videos, personalized videos for your agents and your plans, your agencies. You can really do a lot of really cool stuff with this, and go as deep as you want into it. The other aspect of it is once you can preview all of them directly here, and you can kind of go and see the whole sequence and see how they all kind of work together across all the different parts of the commercial. And you can change the music. You can adjust all of it. The full control over everything here. So you guys get that idea. So if I go back here to the canvas, and then I can also bring my logo. I can bring style guides. I can bring additional rules and things that I want. I can also dismiss this little timeline here. And that's basically the video canvas editor there. If I go back here and I go to say podcast, I can build full podcasts directly from here, and I can even build the research. So I can basically give it a particular topic. For example, I told it to research top EV market companies and their financials, and then I could tell it do deep research, and then it gave me a full deep research report with all the sources. So here it even cites which source it's referring to, and it has all the imagery and all the different things associated to that particular report. And the cool thing about it is I can come in here and then change the name of the host. So I'm going to change this name to Santiago, and Kike. And then I'm going to say you're going to be Titus, and I don't have that many male voices, and I'm going to say you're Marcus. So then I'm going to hit preview voice, and now it's going to.
Hi, I'm Santiago. Let's get into today's episode.
Okay, and then same thing for Kike.
Hi, I'm Kike. Let's get into today's episode.
Perfect. So then now you can basically, you can generate the episode, or you can generate multiple episodes. You can also grab and generate multiple episodes of a different podcast by connecting, just literally connecting this like this, and just saying like, okay, I want you to generate this episode. You can do all that, very simple. And then once you're ready to listen, this is what the finished product sounds like.
Welcome back to Charge It Up, the podcast where we plug into the future of mobility and try not to short circuit our brains in the process. I'm Alex, your resident EV guru.
And I'm Elmer, your co-pilot on this electrifying journey, usually asking the questions Alex rolls his eyes at.
So you guys get it? That was all built in a few seconds. So now in just those few seconds, I was able to build a really nice, podcast based off really deep research. And I also built the music here. So the cool thing is that I can also control the music, the background noise. I can also upload my own audio. So if I just click here and upload audio, I can upload my own audio directly into the platform, or upload my own music, or have full customization controls as well under this. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, sir. It does for sure. That's amazing, actually.
The last thing I forgot to explain, sorry, is that you can also do this for images. So same thing as you can do for video, you can do for images. So on the images, let's say I want to build an Instagram ad for my particular company. It'll design my flow here. So it'll give me like a little loading animation, and then it'll create all the nodes and connections for me. And I can build now a full image ad utilizing all of our different image models that we have available that are either our models or models from other companies. So here, for example, the style of image that I want to create is this one. This is what's called the reference image. And then here I can give it a style guide. What's my prompt? I can upload my logo. So here I can, like, let's say, let me see if I can find my logo. I have many logos here. Let me see if I can find one. Okay, let's use this one. Let's use this Theo little icon, right? And then I can tell it to place the logo where I wanted the logo to be placed on the image. I can specify. So this is the type of product, the image that it's going to generate, and I can then have it with this style guide with this logo, and I can say I want the logo to be in the bottom watermark corner. So then I'm just going to hit generate. So this is going to generate now a final Instagram ad like result with my logo incorporated and all the other design elements that I mentioned in that style prompt. So let's give it a second. Okay, perfect. So now it added the Theo logo here, and it added the little Theo here. So you can play around with that, and if it's not perfect, you can always change it and edit it. And the cool thing is you can create iteration after iteration after iteration of it until you get it right. So you can bring in whatever logo, whatever styling, and as you can see, it adds the shadows, it adds all the different things. All of this I created in less than 5 minutes with very simple explanation. This is just obviously a super simple ad, but I could build whatever type of image. And the cool thing is that if I bring over here the results, I bring another result, I can create multiple variations of it, and I can change the formatting. I can change it to be an Instagram ad, a Facebook ad, a YouTube, X, Twitter, Pinterest, a web banner, or even a custom size of whatever I want it to be. And I can directly, after I finish here, I can give it to Theo, and Theo can post it for me using an EVI automation that you guys can set up for that. So the sky's the limit, up the endless possibilities, and it's very user-friendly platform, so that you guys can play around with it, and you guys will see that it'll take you less than a few minutes to figure it out.
Okay, that's great. One final question, Mr. Ariel. I'm sorry. It was about the floating widget of Theo. Is it something that we can? Is there any way that we can have it like on our daily operations, like just wobbling around the ecosystem of the just the computer, such as something that we can like a widget, yeah, like a floating widget that we can talk to or ask anything, or maybe a company in daily
Of course, my
operations?
friend. Of course, my friend. We have a product that we're about to release. This is actually, you guys are going to see kind of the first iteration of it, because
Okay.
it's not out yet in the market. So give me a second here while I open it.
Yeah, because it seems pretty interesting. It reminds me of this very little assistant that we used to have in Microsoft so many years ago. The clip. It was something.
Clippy. Yeah,
Yeah, Clippy. Yeah, that
Clippy.
one. That one.
Yeah. So an example is, we have what's called TheoDesk. So TheoDesk is a product about to be released this week. So
Um,
come on, Google, you can do this. All right, can you guys see my screen?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Theodesk. Oh my God, great.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, Mister. You can see it's great. Theodesk.
Perfect. So under TheoDesk, you have a lot more capabilities that you don't get on the web application side. But TheoDesk, you sign in with the same account, so it opens up a little window, so you show you what it looks like. Let me share my entire. Give me a second. Okay. So when you're using TheoDesk, you don't have to create a new account. You use the same OpenCharts account, and then what you do is, like, I'll close this out so you guys can see. All right, let me do this so you guys can see what I mean. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to hit cancel. You hit sign in. It's just going to open up another window, and you can continue with TheoDesk. You don't have to sign in again. Once you signed in, you can close this tab. It takes you into your experience here. Here's your chat experience, the one you saw. You can have this minimized on your desktop, and you can also talk to him. You can also have voice, so you can have like a voice conversation. So let's just turn on voice here.
Hey, Ariel, what can I help you with?
Yes. Can you help me find movie tickets for tonight?
I can help with that. It looks like Cinemark, Century, Salt Lake 16, and XD is showing Michael in various times tonight, and other theaters like Regal Fox Theater and Studio City offer online purchases. Is there a specific theater or movie you're interested in?
No, no. Thank you so much, though. Can you tell me what the weather is like right now in Houston, Texas?
It is 89 degrees Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies in Houston, Texas.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And so, as you guys can see there, I can just end the conversation here, and it keeps a transcript of everything I did. Conversations with it directly on your computer, on your device, on your phone, etc. And then the other part of it is you can also have the same access to the creator ecosystem that I showed you, but you also have another feature called TheoDesk. TheoDesk is an even more powerful tool. Let me quickly hide this here. TheoDesk is an even more powerful tool that allows you to give control over your entire computer to Theo, and Theo can then basically run activities. Can run, for example, like reply to my latest Instagram DM, or open my mail and find me all the unread and triage all my unread inbox. Reply to my iMessage for my mom. Right. These are just examples of what you can do. You can also do all your web shopping. So, for example, go online and compare AirPod Pros from across Amazon, Best Buy, and Target, and it'll literally just open up the browser, go do it. You can come back and it'll have all the pricing and everything for you. It could do the shopping for you. It can pass two-factor authentication. It can pass all those different components. It has so many different features that you can do with it. You can also like have any task that you want to run on your computer, like go to my folder named business things, and whatever, organize it for me, and So I can give you unlimited examples of all the things you can do, and this you could do natively from your desktop. You don't have to open up a browser. You don't have to open up a thing. It's just a native desktop application that you download, and you just authorize once, and that's it. Same thing with code. You have a full code editor here, so you can actually build more comprehensive web applications directly from here. You can build like very advanced. You can like move over to advanced. You have full terminal access. So if you guys are more advanced developers or have more advanced development teams in your company, they can actually turn their entire desktop using TheoDesk into a full comprehensive, IDE, like basically a code environment where they can develop, any product, any application, mobile application, web application, anything their heart desires, and even connected to like GitHub repos or connected to other types of repositories and databases as well. So that's another functionality you have there. And yeah, and everything you could do on the regular chat that I showed you guys, you could do here as well. So
That's
question?
amazing. No, actually, no. I think we got the idea. Pretty great. That's incredible. Thank you so much. And yeah, the Theo, it seems to be amazing. As you said, the sky's the limit.
Well, what I tell most of our all of our partners and potential customers is that it's really up to you. It's your imagination is the one that I can't do every like I can't think of every possible scenario you can think of because you're living your life, right, and your particular problems of your business, the problems of the things you're trying to solve. The cool thing is that Theo is like not only your personal assistant, but it's like your Jarvis. If you like the movies Iron Man, all that, he can pretty much do and think of anything. The cool thing about Theo, unlike ChatGPT or Anthropic's models or anything like that, is that they're only trained for Anthropic. They're only trained for ChatGPT. They only have access to those models. Theo has access to his own brain, our orchestrator models, and our own proprietary model. So he's got access to multiple different layers of intelligence that he can then basically utilize based on the type of objective you're trying to get him to do, whether it be writing an email or building a presentation or designing a website or designing a brand new product or responding to a lawyer thing. People use it for legal things. Like literally, sky is the limit.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Ariel. That's great. That's amazing. So I tell you.
uh, Awesome. And I don't know if we have a little bit more time. We can run you through our CRM that's also powered by Theo. It's called TheoCRM, and that is another even more powerful tool. Maybe Jonathan, you can give a super fast 5-minute demo of it so that these
Yeah,
guys can see it.
yeah. I'll try to do a quick one, just like a little glimpse of it. Um, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Okay. So just to show you around real quick, because I know we're really out of time. We currently have the CRM, Theo
So it's your
CRM, which is powered, like Ariel said, by Theo AI. In this CRM, we have most of the basic things in any other CRM, but we also have the powerful tool which is called Theo, which helps us with the day-to-day stuff and tracking leads and sales management as well. This CRM is a robust tool that comes with its own native dialer that you guys can use to have auto dialing campaigns, um,
Video
management of
calling.
video calling, telehealth, all of that stuff is in here. We currently work with agencies and clinics as one of our main customers right now. But the gist of the CRM is that it's very customizable to whatever you guys need. And using Theo, it's very, very versatile when it comes to whatever business you guys want to go into. Um, One of the main features, I guess, maybe I'll show real quick, is mainly um, the marketing tools. Yes.
Okay, no, sorry
Yes,
to
Santiago.
interrupt you. Actually, no, we're quite interested in the CRM, so take your time. It will be great to see all the features that you can offer us.
Okay, perfect, perfect.
Thank you so much.
I'll, I'll go slower then.
Perfect. So then, Johnny, start from the my dashboard all the way through
Yeah.
all the different features stuff.
Yep.
That
Of
that will
course.
be great. That will be great.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I mean, starting off with the dashboard. So just to give you a little bit of context, there is two modes for the CRM. There's right now we have the clinic side and then we have the agency side. The one that I'm showing you right now is the agency side, but most of the things kind of translate between each other. The only difference would be the clinic side is not focused more on sales. It's more focused on lead management and also clients, appointment tracking, and all that stuff. So it's more related to clinics. And here on the agency side, it's very sales focused and lead management focused for the agents. So this dashboard right here is a main dashboard for an agent. They're going to see their recent activity. They're going to see stats on what they've done throughout the day, the week, the month. And it's basically kind of like their homepage. Here, obviously, we have the little nav bar with all the different options that they're going to have. Obviously, an agent is not going to have access to all of these. They're very customizable based on the roles that you give access to. And I can show you that in a second about the role management and all that stuff.
Yeah, the one thing I want to point out while Johnny was explaining is that, so this is not like just any other CRM. So this is an AI-based CRM. What it does is that it actually allows Theo to kind of do a lot of the work for you guys. So an example is on the dialer that Johnny was going to click here and open. When that dialer, he basically can listen in on the phone calls, record the phone calls, tell you what happened on that phone call, coach the agent, and do all the functions, including even do automated follow-ups with the customer without having the agent be involved in the process. You also can quote multiple different products. You can quote ACA, you can quote Medicare, you can quote life insurance, you can quote other products all directly from the platform. So all insurance products, generally speaking, for the most part, we can pretty much quote them. I think you have to find one that actually has a phone call.
I was trying to find. Here, I'll find mine. I'll use mine. I believe I have some calls on this one.
So this is beyond just like a typical CRM. This is both a dialer, a sentiment analysis, a transcript builder, and also it allows you to, it does all the recordings, all the compliance for you. So you don't have to necessarily wait for the call recording to happen, at another platform and bring it here, or you don't have to have it in a separate dialer, separate subscription. It's one single platform that does all of it. And then here it analyzes the transcript. And basically, after every phone call, it generates the transcript based on what the whole messaging is. It also allows the agent to be coached right on that particular. Once that recording is done, you're able to see, okay, what happened, the dispositions, and all that stuff. So, Johnny, if you want to jump over to the inbox section first, and then we can kind of walk our way through it. So, here on the inbox, you have basically the My Queue. My Queue is like any customers that are live chatting, that are sending messages or SMSs, you can see that directly here. We have a full chat system. We build our own live chat system, so you can copy this live chat into your website, and people can live chat directly with you directly from here. Theo can actually take over the live chat and answer. It's right there, Johnny, on the side. Live chat.
Sorry.
Yeah. So you can actually have the. You can just sit. You can close that out. And here you can see the live chat widget. You can actually simply edit it, change the colors, change the theming, the design of it, and then copy the snippet of code here and embed this directly on your website with just one simple code. And now Theo can basically take over the conversations. He can talk to the customers. He can in real time. You can have all these different functionalities that you can set up Theo to do as part of the automation. And also on the inbox side, a human can also answer the conversations and take over. You can have ticketing, so you can see also at the top, we have a ticketing system. You have templates that you can answer. You can switch between email and SMS. So you have tickets, you have email. You can have like you can connect your inbox, your Google or Outlook inbox, and actually write emails directly from here, compose new emails, have Theo compose an email for you. You can use templates if you have certain templates already set up in place. And it's all very simple, very straightforward. You can have dedicated signatures for each of your agents that you can set up on the back end very, very easily. And then if we switch over to the leads section, under the lead section here, you can basically see under, if you go to all leads, you can see all the leads that have been coming. Every time you guys get a phone call, every time you guys get a live chat, every time you get an email, the system automatically attaches which email is based on what campaign, which inbox, or which SMS came from what campaign, which phone call came from whatever campaign, and you can track. You can track marketing campaigns. You can track phone calls, inbound, outbound. You can basically see that lead was generated from this particular campaign. You can schedule callbacks. You can see when callbacks have been scheduled. You can basically set communication preferences. Do not, if you're on the do not call list, if they're like opting into SMS, you can see all the messaging that the customer has had here. You can see any phone calls that the customers had. So you can see basically here the transcripts, the points, and the coaching. So as we talked about, you can see the coaching. So this the explanation, the call was logged as interactive with the lead, ensure that the internal tests, whatever, right? And you can whatever the call was about, you can basically see it. You can see which campaigns generated the most amount of calls for this particular customer, and all that information is all available there. The cool thing is also you have what's called at the top. You have if you go to Quick Brief, you have Quick Brief. Quick Brief is basically Theo's. If you don't want to read through all the information, Theo can read through all the information for you and let you know what is basically the general happenings of this customer, of this particular lead. So in this case, the callback was scheduled, was and confirmed, and the callback request, payment fix, ask the customer for exact payment, error of decline, closeout check. Basically it tells you exactly what you need to do. And the cool thing is you could chat with Theo and ask him, what are the next steps? What are the things that I should do next as an agent? And Theo will coach you as an agent to tell you, these are the things you should do for this particular customer based on the possible next steps. Are there red flags, best approach, etc.? So the cool thing is that it'll just have that conversation with you back and forth as you're going there. So, an example: call them back ASAP. They requested it, so forth and so on.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just just that. And the cool thing is you can video call them directly from here. So you can actually, we have our own video call system. It doesn't use any like third party like Google Meets or Zoom or anything like that. We have our own system called Bridge. Soundstage, which is our own video calling platform, and Soundstage basically works natively here. So if I hit start a video call, it'll open up an entire video call that I can join and put in my name, and then my customer, I can give them the link and they can join. It sends them automatically to them where they can basically put in their name and join that video call. And Johnny, go back to the video call. I want to show like the functionality there because I think it's a really neat feature. Put in your name. And hit enter, continue. You can request permissions, allow this time. I just hit allow while visiting.
I'm sorry. There we go.
No worries. Okay, perfect. So here, the cool thing is it'll start recording the meeting and all that stuff. And like basically you can turn on your camera, turn off your camera. It does the recording. You have full seamless experience. You can have live captioning on the video, and then also if you minimize it at the top next to you can continue working while having the whole video call here on the side. So you can have the whole video call happening live while you still continue working on the lead, and the customer's obviously listening and obviously paying attention to you. You can record the whole call, and the call recording automatically connects directly to the lead at the end. So you can end the call now. So that's video calling. Now regular calling. So if you want to dial this one, this opens up our dialer experience. In our dialer experience, so call this particular customer, and basically it's connecting. Give it a second. I don't think, is this an actual number, Jonathan?
I think it's a test number from Diego. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to call. Let me call myself.
Okay. Yeah, I would just call your cell phone. Well, we showed you dispositions there, I guess.
Yeah.
So you can basically, if you go to your customers, you can see like the customers you have, and then you can click on them and just call yourself.
Electricidad y AT&T.
There we go.
Okay, we can see.
There we go.
Okay, So it picked up the call, it minimizes it automatically so you can listen, but you can see here, you have the full dialer features. You can barge in, you can whisper, you can transfer the phone call, you can add multiple people to the phone call, you can turn it, you can obviously record all the phone calls, as you can imagine. Yes, Santiago, you have a question.
Yeah, Mr. I would like to know a little bit about the technical aspects of the calling system because right now we use 3CX. Yes, we use like 3CX. And what happens in here? Do you hold those systems by ourselves? And what about the numbers, like the lines?
So
Like,
you can port your numbers over. So our calling system is based on Verizon. So we use
okay.
Verizon Telenex for the calling system. It's our telephony platform, and we built all the code is ours. It's just their telephony router. So we can actually customize this experience to generally fit whatever need you have. But the cool thing is you can port your numbers over from your existing platform. So if your existing platform is 3SX, I don't know which one's that one. I've never heard it, but let's say you want to port that over, you can port that over into our platform. And numbers typically take for porting over depends. Sometimes it could take a week. Sometimes it could take like a few days. Sometimes it could take a few hours, just depending on where you bought the numbers from and where the numbers are provisioned. So that's part of it.
Okay, that's amazing. And about the emails and the campaigns, yeah, we
Uh-huh.
get the same thing, right? It's just like synchronizing with the things that we already have with the domains we have already.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
okay.
actually, super simple. I will show you to you. It's like it takes 2 clicks to do it. So, but one before Jonathan exits here. Here, the cool thing is you can see those scripts. You can actually have real time scripts for your entire call, and you can have scripts in different languages and different types of setups. And your agents can actually have different scripts based on different parts of the conversation, and they can just have them directly there as they're having the conversation with the customer. They don't have to go and open up on another browser or another tab. They can just have it while they're having that conversation with the customer. And the cool thing is, you as a manager or as a let's say a supervisor can go and barge into a conversation and join in a conversation as well. So if you go to the call center feature, you should see that there's a call ongoing. Uh, I don't know that I don't know that you can actually see your own call. I don't know. I think that's actually
Yeah.
Yeah,
a rule.
that
You
would be
won't be able to
weird.
see your own call.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
get it. Yeah, like okay, that's great. So yeah, from admins, it would be amazing to have like control and to
correct.
see everything happen. Yeah.
And the cool thing is that all the recordings are saved automatically. So then you guys can just go and download all the recordings or see the recordings directly for every customer directly there. So you can end the call now, Johnny. So when you end the call, it's going to automatically ask you for dispositions. So there we go. And then you can customize these dispositions. You can have as many as you want. You can, when you schedule a callback, it automatically appears there, as you can see, where you can schedule a callback for like say 9 a.m. You can then set the dates at the time, and then put in notes if you want to put notes, and then hit save it. If you basically say the lead is qualified, then basically you select another disposition and so forth and so on, and you can build that whole hierarchy of dispositions so that the system tracks it all from one interaction. And then you can hit save
Yeah.
lead. Once you hit save lead, and then it just saves it into your customers section. So if you go to my customers, you'll probably see it.
Yep.
So go to calls. So you can see right there, outbound call, not interested. You can see the drop down. You can see the it's loading the transcript.
Mm.
It's analyzing the transcript of the phone call, and you can see who the disposition was done by and everything. So you can kind of see that there as well. Now the cool thing. Let's talk about opportunities. So let's go step by step here. So opportunity, once the customer is already converted into a opportunity, like basically a customer is ready to buy something, you can convert them into an opportunity, and then you can quote them directly from the platform. So, Johnny, if you want to walk through that.
Oops. Yep. Let me walk you through an opportunity. Oh, let me just finish this. So basically what an opportunity would be is you get a lead. Once that lead is interested, you would start the sales process, and that's when the opportunity would be created. And this is where you would actually start, the quote or the sales process. Let me go to one that's not Okay, I'll do this one. Oops, I clicked on the account. So basically, this is where you're going to be able to start the quote. So, for example, if you have someone who's interested in any product, let's say some health insurance, ACA, you would be able to go into the opportunity, and you would be able to edit the plans that they would do. So I can't edit this one because I'm not the account owner, so I have to actually find one. This is actually a permission that we have. Is the opportunities are visible to everyone in the organization, but you can only edit your own opportunities unless you're the super admin. So let's say I want to, let me find one that's assigned to, actually this one's assigned to me. Go to here, this is my opportunity. So here, if I want to add a product, what I would do is I would over here select the product type. I had already added this one right here, which is the health insurance. I'm just gonna remove it so that we can start a new quote. So if I want to get ACA, for example, some health insurance, this is going to grab all the information that was inputted into the account once you create it. It's going to grab your zip code, all the stuff that's necessary to run a quote. And if I want to run a quote, I'll just click here on search plans. And what it's going to do, it's going to look at my zip code, and based on my income and how many people I have in my household, it's actually going to determine, my subsidy and all the plans that are in my area that I could select. So here you can actually either search for the plan directly, you can scroll around to find it, or you can just use these little filters as well to kind of go in and find them. You can also see the benefits of the plan. And then once you're ready to select a plan, you just click select, and it's going to save it to the opportunity as a new product, and you would be able to edit all the information here. Yes.
Okay, I got a question in here. Like, what's the database that the platform uses for offering these plans? Are all the plans that are available for the area? I mean, we
So
currently use like Health Sherpa for this kind of coding and the
so
process.
we are a partner of Health Sherpa.
Oh, okay.
So Health Sherpa is actually we're an API partner with Health Sherpa. So we're a web broker integrator with them. So we can actually bring all the Health Sherpa plans, all the information from Health Sherpa, everything that they offer in both Medicare, ACA, and then we also have direct partnerships for life insurance, where basically we have integrated other life insurance carriers and products as well.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
And does the entire process happens like in here in the platform, or do we have to go to Health Sherpa?
So
Anything?
you do, unfortunately, you do have to, it opens up another tab where Health Sherpa kind of pre-fills the information for you. But you don't have to enter again the information. You just have to go through the steps on Health Sherpa's, dedicated experience because of the regulations with the CMS.
Oh, okay. Okay, okay, okay.
Unfortunately, because we're not the actual EDE holder, they are, and because of that, the regulations don't allow us to do it fully in there. So it's just unfortunately, it just opens up another tab, but that is the only drawback. But we're trying to change that in the future. Our goal is to, by hopefully end of this year, to have a much more what they call deep linking, so that it all fits within a web view directly on the platform.
Okay, yeah, that
You
will be
never leave the
amazing.
CRM.
Yes, that will be great.
Yeah, but look, the,
Yeah.
the good thing is that our platform, you don't actually have to double enter information. So you never have to go to Health Sherpa and requote and redo that. You just, it automatically has the information. You just have to hit next, 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 next in Health
Next, yeah.
Sherpa in order for it to finalize the enrollment. And then it's been submitted in Health Sherpa, it automatically submits here as well. So we have all
Oh,
that same
okay.
information.
Yeah, okay. They're
Yeah,
they're signed, like completely signed.
correct.
What about these like these small documents? Forgot the name right now. The permissions that you have.
1095A,
Yeah, the HROs. What's their name? I forgot.
HRAs.
HROs. Yeah,
The,
yeah, like
yeah,
the.
you can
Sorry.
you can do a custom build out of your own HRA if you want to, or you can use
Die.
the ones that are preset.
El nombre del
HRAs, you
documento
can
que se le
submit
envía al
them and
cliente
send
para el
them.
permiso.
I don't know that we have it in this particular example because I don't think that that's a very niche
En
use
el
case.
SharePoint.
We don't really have that necessarily built in here, but we can definitely build it out for you guys however you guys want to use it. We can do that in advance of you guys don't have to do it on your end, basically is what I'm saying. We can help you guys set that up. It takes only a few hours and our team can get that done for you.
Okay, great. I remember the name, the initial consent. Yeah, the initial consent. Can
Ah,
it be
the
sent?
consent form.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
so sorry.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say like HRAs are very specific to health.
Yeah, yeah, for the carriers.
Health.
Yeah, but both of them
Yeah.
because yeah, I remember those are like the yeah
Yeah.
those kinds of documents that we need to send directly from the platform to the client and then well to be compliant and everything. Can those be sent directly through this platform or?
So the consents automatically come from Health Sherpa and automatically are sent through the Health Sherpa experience. So we actually don't control that. Health Sherpa does that for us as part of our partnership.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So it's seamless. You don't have to even worry about it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, thank
Okay. So going to the opportunities, or I guess we no, we covered opportunities already.
Yep.
So basically, think about opportunities as when you convert a customer into a potential policy, you can quote them, and then once they've bought something from you, you have it saved there. Now,
Yep.
if you want to go into, I guess, team, or maybe you want to show them teams and other things you can do within the account
Uh,
section.
yeah, I guess I'll go through the call center. I mean, they kind of saw it already, but it's a basic dashboard, so where you're going to be able to see all the information, about the calls, who's online, who's offline, who's on a call. Like we said, you can actually go in and barge, whisper, and talk to the agents as they're in a call. You can see statistics about all that stuff. You can see the calls that are on the queues, the calls that are waiting, all that stuff you're going to be able to see right here on this dashboard. And then
Um,
analytics. Yep.
You could also see at the top where it says available. You can also switch your availability. So you can switch, like if you're away, offline, directly there. You don't have to necessarily go and search for it. You could just click there and just make
Yep.
yourself away. I'm drinking coffee or I'm offline, and the calls won't come to you. You can also click on call history and see the entire history of all the calls, and you can see all the recordings there directly. So if you click on that, you can see the transcripts and the recordings directly from here. You don't have to necessarily go and search for it customer by customer. If you're an admin, you have these controls, and you can filter, you can search, you have a lot more fine-tuned controls here across the board. If you want to go to analytics, yeah.
So analytics, you have basically these different tabs that you can look through. So agent performance is going to give you all the information about the agents, how they're doing, the conversion rates, their calls, talk time, all that stuff is going to be right here. And you can actually filter by the times, and you can actually export this report as well if you need it. The call center analytics is more dialed into the call center. It's going to give you more of an overview of what's going on with the call center, how many calls. Same thing as the other tab. You can also filter and export, or you can export each chart individually as well if you need to do that. For campaigns, this is more for individual campaigns. So if you have multiple campaigns set up, you can actually see analytics based on each campaign itself. You can select multiple at the same time if you want to. But basically, it's going to tell you, kind of like how that campaign is doing. And if you need more additional information on that, you're going to be able to see it through here. And then you can also export these reports as well. And policies is more basically to check how your book of business is doing, how many active policies you have, if you have any pending tasks on them, any DMIs, any renewals or policies expiring. That's all going to be here that you're going to be able to see.
Okay,
Okay.
Mr. Jonathan, sorry. In the analytics section for campaigns, what kind of
Yes.
campaigns can we achieve with this platform? You mentioned like the calling, but do we have like email campaigns? Any other kind of?
Yes. So
You have
you
all
can
of
also, yeah,
you
you
have
can
all of
set
them.
up.
You can do. Yeah, sorry,
Anything you
John.
want. Sorry.
And SMS, like messages. Can we send messages through this platform?
Yes, SMS, WhatsApp, and Telegram as well.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, of
And,
course.
if you want to quickly show them commissions, Jonathan,
Sure.
before
Wait.
you jump over.
I think boss got a question.
Yes, Quique,
Sí, Ariel, ¿cómo estás?
¿cómo estás? Placer.
Placer, señores. Jonathan, ¿habla español?
Sí, sí.
No.
Ok. Dos, tres preguntas antes de seguir, rápidas. Cuando hablamos de las cuentas de correo, ¿se pueden integrar las cuentas de correo que tenemos con Google? Las están todas con Gmail y todo lo que nos llega a nuestros correos van a llegar acá y Tío nos va a empezar a ayudar a clasificar. Por ejemplo, nos llegan 150 correos, de los cuales son 100, mucho spam, mucha basura, muchos newsletters, mucha cosa no realmente importante. Es información relevante con el negocio de seguros y cosas, pero no son tan importantes. Esos son los desgastes más bravos que tenemos hoy en día, porque tenemos 8, 10 cuentas de correos y todas se nos llena de, entre comillas, basura. Entonces nos toca escarbar dentro de un mundo de correos para llegar a los que son importantes realmente. Los que nos mandó un cliente directamente, los que nos mandó un manager, los que nos mandó alguien que realmente sea importante y haya que tomar acción. Entonces, esos correos normalmente nosotros hemos intentado, nosotros utilizamos Soho, para que quedemos también acá en algo claro. Todo lo hacemos con Soho. Y hemos hecho cosas buenas con Soho, pero evidentemente este sistema que ustedes tienen es mucho más amplio, está utilizando definitivamente mucho la IA y esto es el futuro. Entonces, si quisiéramos implementar nuestra manera manual de cómo hacemos hoy en día las cosas, como una plataforma como la que ustedes tienen. Y creo que por ahí hay un tema que tienen ahorita ahí de comisiones y de los clientes, y creo que ahorita vamos a mirar algo sobre ese mundo también de las comisiones, que no sé si también pudiéramos llegar a hacer como lo que hace Agency Block, digamos, con su departamento de comisiones o su módulo de comisiones donde nos ayuda a verificar si hay alguna prima que no fue pagada ese mes o si hay de pronto algo que no está bien funcionando con los statements. No sé si hasta allá es tan avanzado, pero por lo menos toda esta parte que estamos cubriendo, lo que nos han explicado hasta el momento, es muy interesante, pero sí me queda duda el tema de los correos. Me queda duda el tema de las llamadas. Si tenemos una plataforma que se llama 3CX, por la donde tenemos configurados las líneas que tenemos compradas con Telnix. Entonces, básicamente sería coger los números que tenemos con Telnix, que es un número normal, un area code normal de Texas, 346, pero lo tenemos como nuestra, entre comillas, línea 1800, como para que la gente lo tenga mejor y no le llegue mucho como spam. Pero esa línea sería la que utilizaremos, pero solo es como una especie de call center. O sea, solo es una línea para todos. Solo lo que hace esta integración es, todo el mundo llama solo a ese número y pues a cada uno le va sonando de una manera como, hay como unos slots que tú vas colocando uno por uno, a quien quieres que se le vaya redirigiendo la llamada. Si el slot 1 está ocupado, pues se lo lleva al 2. Y esa es la manera en que utilizamos nuestras llamadas. Estamos con Bucket de Google, ¿sí?
No, te tengo buenísima noticia. Tú ves aquí donde está Jonathan, donde está en Dialer IVR. Ustedes todo lo que tienen que hacer, usted como usan ya Telnix, nuestro sistema es nativamente de Telnix. Entonces, todo lo que tienes que hacer es sincronizar y traer todos los números y automáticamente, y todo lo que acaba de escribir de la parte de campañas de teléfono, el sistema automáticamente crea un solo número para el call center y automáticamente manda los diferentes números basado en quién del call center recibió. Puedes crear campañas, puedes comprar los números directamente desde acá, puedes hacer toda la parte de compliance, hasta verificar tu cuenta para que no te reciba spam. Todas las diferentes cosas las puedes hacer. Puedes crear tu IVR usando nuestra plataforma de Theo. Con Theo tú puedes crear el IVR en inglés, español, francés, alemán, lo que quieras, y crear que Theo haga ese triaje de sistema, right? En el caso, nosotros tenemos dos diferentes maneras. Puedes usar el IVR nativo de Telnix, si ya tienes uno, o si no, quieres usar uno con Theo. Theo tiene un sistema más nativo que habla más como un idioma más fluido. Y
Sí.
obviamente puedes crear un IVR donde Theo puede automáticamente ver si este cliente es un cliente de verdad, si es una persona clasificada de verdad, si es un cliente que ya llamó anteriormente y está buscando customer
Nice.
support, y hace toda esa automatización de dirección a qué número hacer el routing y a qué parte de la organización hacer el routing. Y eso lo puedes crear aquí completo y tienes todo el control sobre quién, qué lenguaje, cómo lo quieres hacer, qué agente tiene qué extensión, porque tú puedes crear aquí las extensiones para cada agente abajo y puedes crear campañas basado en Do Not Call, compliance campaigns, todo lo que tú quieras crear con el teléfono, tienes todo el control acá. Y lo bueno es que nosotros te podemos ayudar a organizar todo esto en la transición. Cuando ustedes hagan la transición a nuestro sistema, nosotros te creamos toda esta primera parte y te enseñamos a pescar, efectivamente. Te lo hacemos, pero también te enseñamos a pescar para que ustedes en el futuro puedan ir, editar y cambiar lo que ustedes quieran.
Configurarlo y hacerle cosas a nuestro gusto. Correcto.
Exactamente. Y lo bueno es que ustedes pueden preguntarle a Theo cómo puedo hacer esto y Theo te va a ayudar a navegar step by step cómo hacerlo aquí
Súper.
directamente.
Lo de las campañas del compliance para que no haya spam y también los SMS, que eso es otra cosa que quiero preguntarte. Los SMS podrían salir también, bueno, tengo entendido que lo mejor es tener una línea diferente para los SMS.
Correcto.
No la misma línea por si en algún momento hay algo, pues no se caigan las dos al tiempo. O sea, como que haya diferencia entre por dónde están los SMS y por dónde salen o entran las llamadas a los customers.
Correcto. Mira, aquí como puedes ver en la pantalla, tenemos dos números, uno para la campaña central y el call center y otro para SMS, como puedes ver acá. Y esos números los puedes comprar directamente de Telnex o lo puedes traer de Telnex, que ya lo tienes. Y cuando vas arriba y cuando subes arriba y vas al compliance, en la parte de compliance vas a poder aquí setear las campañas y verificación para que cada vez que reciba un mensaje de texto una persona, automáticamente reciba basado en que es un número validado, ¿me entiendes?
Y tenga el opt-out y todo, o sea, tenga todo lo que... Perfecto.
Nuestra plataforma does that for you automáticamente con Telnex y no tienes que ir a Telnex ni saber nada de cómo funciona en Telnex para poder hacerlo. Lo puedes hacer simplemente.
Es un poco más complejo. Aquí estoy viendo muy sencillo.
Claro,
esto es facilito.
Exactamente.
Acá.
Esto es una herramienta para el everyday user. Telnex es una herramienta para compañías como nosotros que estamos creando infraestructura arriba de Telnex. Porque nosotros obviamente no tenemos torre de comunicaciones, entonces lo que no vamos a crear nuestro propio sistema de telefonía.
Con un tercero y Telnex es excelente. Yo sí está trabajando con uno de los mejores. Sí, correcto.
Y nosotros también tenemos a Twilio, si quieres usarlo. También si en el futuro decides que, no sé, te gusta Twilio, puedes cambiarte a Twilio, pero Telnex es más reliable que Twilio, en mi opinión, y es más barato por minuto que Twilio.
Por minuto, sí, también. Eso he notado.
Una cosa que también, hablando de los SMS y las campañas de email, vamos a ir primero a la parte de SMS. So go to messaging and templates, Johnny. Right there, right below. Right below phone numbers. So aquí tú puedes construir todas las campañas de mensajería y puedes crear un template o puedes dejar que Theo te genere el mensaje. So Theo te puede crear todo el mensaje y el SMS aquí directamente. Tú le puedes dar el prompt en cualquier idioma, en cualquier lenguaje. Y puede ser profesional, friendly, casual, empathetic y puedes obviamente decirle, genérame el template. Estas son las categorías que puedes seleccionar. Y qué tipo de stage. También puedes seleccionar hasta que si la persona fue contactada, si fue scheduled, y él va a tomar todo ese contexto. Y cuando genera el template, te va a generar el template basado en toda esa estructura de mensajería que acabas de construir aquí en el prompt. Y lo bueno es que cuando ya terminas, tú puedes entonces crear automatizaciones. So, we'll get to that in a second. Puedes crear automatizaciones. Aquí te crean dos variaciones. Y puedes ver que te pone hasta para poner el primer nombre, el first name, last name, el name of the coach, si es una clínica, no es una clínica. Aquí un ejemplo, este era un ejemplo para una clínica. Tú puedes seleccionar, hit add alter templates, just hit the add alter templates, y aquí te va a añadir esos templates a tu ¿sabes? Y lo puedes encender, apagar.
A campaña, claro, para utilizarlos.
Por
ejemplo, la interacción acá que tú vas a explicarme puede ser, quiero mandar como mensajes por las fechas de cumpleaños que estén en mis clientes.
Correcto.
Go to automations. Y va a hacer una automation de que cada vez que alguien esté en un birthday, pues temprano le mande su mensajito y le diga que está felicitándose por birthday, porque está dentro de nuestro book of business de clientes y él va a encontrar esos DOB y va a poner acá las fechas y va a hacer el mensaje de birthday. Algo así se puede hacer, como automatizaciones.
Lo que tú,
Okay.
literalmente, lo que tú te puedas imaginar, lo puedes crear. Ahora te vamos a enseñar acá. Dan un segundo. Entonces, aquí, cada vez que un lead sea updated, quiero que el lead sea updated. Ese es el trigger. Quiero que la condición sea que has a tag, tiene un stage, tiene cierto lenguaje, tiene un custom condition y lo conectas. So now, just connected, right? Y después puedes poner action. El tag puede ser birthday, puede ser happy birthday, lo que sea. Lo puedes crear hasta una fecha. Puedes crear un field. Un field que se llama, que ya lo tienes, seguramente, date of birth. Y ese date of birth es el field que va a chequear cada vez, right? Y si chequea ese field y va a mandarle un mensaje o va a hacerle un email o le va a mandar va a crear un task. Lo que tú quieras crear de automatización, puedes hacerlo acá. Y puedes crear un mensaje de texto y un email a la vez. Entonces puedes decirle, cada vez que si la persona tiene eso, mándale un mensaje de texto y mándale y aquí puedes seleccionar el template del email que creaste en el sistema o el template también de
que no tenga ya por defecto. Okay.
Exactamente. Entonces aquí puedes también probarlo. So if you hit save at the top, right? Hit save.
Preview.
Y go scroll up a little bit, Johnny. If you hit test run, puedes hacer un test run con un cliente falso, por ejemplo, con tu nombre, puedes poner el nombre y puedes...
Y te llegaría para ver cómo se va a ver.
Exactamente. Entonces, puedes probarlo antes de que tengas que mandarlo a un cliente. Y la otra bueno es que cuando ya running, you can see analytics, o cliqueas analytics. Aquí puedes ver
quién recibió, quién abrió, quién
aquí,
ahí está. Sí.
Puedes verlo todo en tiempo real. Quién está ejecutando, quién que está en qué stage, etc. Y es completamente comprensivo, como tú puedes ver, y puedes ver cuántas personas están cayendo en qué bucket. Y puedes ver, sabes, todas las diferentes campañas que has creado y automatizaciones que has creado. Lo bueno es que esto, como todo, puedes imaginarte lo que tú quieras y puedes crear, y tienes también un version history. Pues vamos a que has creado 4 o 5 versiones de esto, pero en la última te arruinaste algo, quieres regresar a otra versión anteriormente, pues tienes un versioning que puedes regresar siempre y restore. Sí, entonces nunca pierdes tu ¿cómo decir?
Tus configuraciones o lo que has hecho antes que te ha funcionado.
Exactamente.
Okay.
Nunca, no puedes cometer errores como tal, right?
Sí, es como los de Google Docs, que puedes, el Google Sheets, que puedes ver como la historial de versiones hasta desde que creaste el primer archivo. Correcto. Puedes volverte como a cualquier momento.
Ya. Exacto, y aquí puedes crear, aquí tienes también otros automation settings. Puedes crear que un cooldown period, pues el time zone, si el time zone que tú quieres que esta automatización sea es Eastern Time o basado en el user time zone. Puedes crear, obviamente, retry and failure. Si algo falla, que lo trate otra vez hasta que se gaste. Notificaciones, puedes setear notificaciones para ti mismo o puedes notificar a otras personas en tu equipo diciéndole, ok, notify me and anybody in my team. Y versioning, puedes mantener cuántas versiones de este sistema quieres mantener. El sistema automáticamente mantiene 50 versiones, pero si ya después la 51, obviamente la borra, right? Borra la más vieja siempre.
Va yendo más vieja.
Pero puedes poner 100 versiones y nuestro sistema va a aguantar esas 100 versiones como tú quieras.
Nice.
Sí, Santiago.
Algo... Dime, Santiago.
Ariel, una pregunta, disculpa. ¿Hay algún tipo de créditos o de limitaciones para estas automatizaciones de las que nos hablas?
No, cero. Es ilimitado.
Eso para los SMS, no, para los mensajes de emails.
Para los SMS, tú tienes que pagar el costo del mandar el mensaje de Telnex.
Right? Sí, que es muy barato realmente.
Exactamente. Nosotros cobramos un poquito de profit margin arriba de eso, pero estamos hablando que incrementalmente es nada. Es básicamente casi gratis o el costo.
6 céntimos. Solo por la implementación con tu plataforma, obviamente. Pues para hacerlo la vida más fácil.
Bueno, porque nosotros mantenemos todo el cloud hosting de esto, entonces si hay cobro, hay un gasto de nuestro lado que tenemos que pagar. pero no cobramos, no estamos cobrando como otras compañías que cobran 20, 30, 40% arriba del costo de lo que cobra Telnex para generar profits. Nosotros vamos a hablar de pricing un momento. Nuestro pricing es muy simple, it's very straightforward, y sí tenemos una parte de tokens. Esta parte de automatización es ilimitada. Puedes usarla cuantas veces, crear cuantas automatizaciones que tú quieras. La parte que sí nosotros cobramos es los tokens que usa Theo cuando está usando la IA, porque obviamente nosotros tenemos un costo de computación que tenemos que pagar a nuestros data servers. Entonces ahí eso sí lo tenemos, pero tenemos un paquete mensual, típicamente entre 8 y 10 millones de tokens mensual por cuenta, donde ustedes básicamente usan esos 8 a 10 millones de tokens, y está incluido en el precio del CRM. Ahora, si se pasan sobre eso, tienen que comprar paquetes, y ahí un paquete de tokens de nuestro lado para Theo. Pero eso, mira, si ustedes son super advanced users, puede que quemen 10 millones de tokens, pero para darte una idea, no hemos visto un cliente todavía que queme 10 millones de tokens tan fácil, aunque sea que sean super advanced power users.
Perfecto. So, es mucho en este caso. Bueno, una pregunta puntual con el tema de los, digamos que mandamos una campaña de correos, de emails.
Johnny, you want to show them the email campaign builder, the email builder?
¿Qué tan posible es que estos emails campaigns puedan irse like a spam? O sea, cuando lo reciben las personas, a veces pasa que los servers de donde salen, ese server sale de un server de Theo, o sale de un server que está por el lado de nosotros, como de Google, de Gmail, solo va a detectar menos como spam. O sea, ¿qué tan probable es que esos emails, digamos, vamos a mandar 1000 emails, qué tan probable es que de esos 1000 emails hayan llegado un 20, un 30, un 50% a spam, o que sí llegaron al inbox? Eso es importante al final.
Mira, es muy simple. Es casi imposible si tu dominio es un dominio relativamente limpio. So, hit manage there for a second, Johnny, manage. So, aquí nosotros cuando hacemos la integración, nosotros integramos con tu dominio. So, hit disconnect. So, for the sake of this, and you'll have to reconnect after, so it'll be a pain in the ass. So if you hit connect, acá te va a pedir tu email, from email, to from name, to reply to. Y cuando te conectas, el sistema va a verificar que tu email es un email que está en lo que es good standing con the Can Spam Act. Y nosotros validamos que no va a tener básicamente un spam,
como restrictions, como
restriction. Correcto. Entonces, el sistema automáticamente maneja eso. Entonces, es súper simple. Como ves, todo lo tienes que poner es tu from email, de qué email quieres que llegue, de cuál es el nombre que quiere que llegue la organización, y reply to. Si alguien te escribe para atrás, where should they reply? Es súper simple. And you hit connect, nuestro sistema valida y conecta. Y te va a pedir autorización una sola vez para poder básicamente integrar. Go back to email marketing. So, en la parte de email marketing, no tienes que ir a ninguna otra plataforma para crear tu diseño, tu email, nada. Tú básicamente clicas Open Studio y aquí puedes diseñar todo el email. Entonces, click on TheoAI Assistant y aquí Theo te puede diseñar hasta todo el email. Let's select a welcome email. Sí. Bueno, no tiene que ser un template. Puede ser un email completamente único para ustedes, pero Theo te lo diseña completo basado en todos los diferentes aspectos del prompt que tú pusiste. Y lo bueno, nosotros tenemos nuestro propio image builder adentro que te crea imágenes usando inteligencia artificial de Theo para crear esas imágenes específicamente basadas en las cosas que tú necesitas. Entonces, hit apply to canvas.
Nice. Digamos, en este instante que estamos utilizando Theo, y es donde empezamos a comernos un poco esos tokens que tenemos en este momento, o no aquí en el CRM, solo cuando vamos al Theo desktop o al otro, que es como si fuera like la IA, pues normal, como ChatGPT o OpenAI. ¿En qué momento comemos tokens?
Básicamente, cada vez que ves un Theo AI, estás comiendo tokens. Porque eso
aquí que acabamos de hacer como el el AI y el asistente para crearnos este email. Digamos, aquí acabamos de comernos una porción de tokens.
Correcto. Y el sistema te lo dice. El sistema tiene un lugar donde puedes ver cuántos tokens has usado. Y cuando ya no tienes tokens, él te va a decir, te va a dar un warning diciendo, you're out of tokens, please contact your account rep in order to buy additional tokens. Y ahí puedes comprarlos y es simple. Pero los costos de additional tokens no son caros. Corrígeme ahí, Gabriel. ¿Cuánto cuesta un paquete de 3 millones de tokens?
Está 1.3 tokens están a $19.99 y 3 millones está a $29.99.
No es costoso. It's okay. Es un fair price.
So en verdad, like, if you run out, lo máximo que te va a gastar son $29 para comprarte 3 millones de tokens más. Right? It's kind of cheap y es mucho más barato que pagarle a OpenAI y Anthropic $200 al mes o más, dependiendo cuánto lo uses. Entonces, la diferencia es que nosotros, nuestro token cost es súper simple y es súper fácil. Y cuando seas ya, cuando Teo esté en toda tu parte de tu vida, básicamente vas a ver que es más fácil tener a Teo que tener un empleado que esté haciendo todas estas cosas, porque en verdad no vas a necesitar un diseñador para diseñar un email. Por ejemplo, este email ya me lo diseñó, me hizo la estructura. Ahora aquí yo puedo seleccionar Browse Pixel Studio, y Pixel Studio son todas las imágenes que yo he creado. Por ejemplo, este gato, selecciona este gato. Es una imagen que me creó Theo entonces hit Use Image, y ahora yo puedo resize, puedo cambiar los spacers. You can go scroll down and change the opacity, puedes diseñar, mover las cosas, drag and drop, change the height of the image, hacerlo más grande, y puedes drag another component down or something like that. So you could just poner esos components, cambiar acá el texto, y tienes todo el editing ability completamente desde acá. Puedes, hacer todo diferente estilo de diseños, design styles, changes, colors, fonts, etc. Puedes cambiar todas estas cosas sin tener que salirte de acá, y cambiar también globalmente los fonts del email, los diseños, etc. Y lo bueno es cuando ya estás listo para mandar el email, so hit preview on the top, Johnny. Aquí puedes preview it for desktop. Aquí te vas a ver cómo se va a ver en desktop, cómo se va a ver en móvil. So aquí puedes ver exactamente el diseño. Hit escape. Y ahora aquí también puedes ver send test. So cuando hit test, te puedes mandar tu propio mensaje, tu propio email para ver cómo se ve. So if you hit send test, te va a llegar ese email directamente como un ejemplo para que tú lo puedas ver en tu propio inbox, cómo se va a ver el email en tu inbox. If you hit save at the top, hit save. Lo otro bueno que tiene esto, tú puedes aquí escribir el nombre del template, vamos a decir cat template, y en Theo te puede generar hasta los subject lines. So hit Theo generate. Theo te va a generar todos los subject lines basado en el contenido del mensaje y cuál subject line va a tener la mejor opening rate. Que, por ejemplo, aquí, cat is the cat secretly stressed. A healthier, happier cat starts here. Hit that second one. I like that one. That second one, yep. No, just close out the little tab at the top which says Theo generate. Just like hit the minimize. And ahora hit test strength. Ahora aquí te va a probar el strength de cuánta gente va a abrir este email basado en este subject line y este preview text. Sí, entonces te va a decir toda la analítica diciendo que esto va a tener una buena campaña, esto va a tener un buen open rate, y te estima hasta cuál es el open rate. En este caso, A+, 28% to 40%, y aquí te dice todas las razones, por qué, y hasta las sugestiones, suggestions of what changes.
Qué nice, hermano. Eso está muy bacán. Muy bien. Muy chévere.
Y aquí seleccionas continue, y ya cuando seleccionas continue, boom, create template, listo. Congratulations. View all templates.
Sí,
y ya.
Puedes empezar a poner, y luego puedes hacer un flow
o mandárselo a todos los clientes de una sola vez, hacer un flow, hacer lo que tú quieras, ya puedes completamente desde acá. Y puedes crear, ¿sabes? Todo esto y todos los templates están aquí listo. If you want to edit them or preview them, you can preview them here. So if you hit the little eye icon, right, you can preview el contenido acá en texto. Y I think it's not going to do it because you haven't set it up yet. It's in QA environment. So esto no te va a generar, pero en tu caso te generaría un preview completamente, un web preview.
Nice.
Y lo otro bueno es que esta parte tienes full control of how the sender. So aquí vas a sender settings. Aquí puedes from organization reply to physical address para can spam compliance. Puedes track email opens, email clicks, include unsubscribed links, default footer of your email, email branding, siempre incluir en tu email tu logotipo con tu email logo. Todo.
Bien.
Y aquí y estos limits y estos límites que tienes acá, esto es específicamente para QA environment. Los límites son basados en el tamaño de tu organización y básicamente el contrato que nosotros terminamos firmando, y te podemos dar un límite basically almost unlimited, so you guys can send as many emails a day as you want through the servers. Ahora, lo bueno es que nosotros tomamos el control del email service, pero es tu email y es tu domain el que la persona recibe. Entonces,
sí.
lo que lee Google al final del día, o lo que lee Outlook o Microsoft, quien sea, es que el email y el domain es valid. The service es el mismo
En nuestro server. Sí.
Exacto, que está issued para tu CRM. Entonces, al final del día no va a cambiar. ¿Sabes? Va a tener un stable server que no va a crear ningún tipo de compliance issues ni nada, porque es el mismo server que está corriendo todo tu CRM hoy en día.
De ahí venía la pregunta mía al principio, que si podía irse muchos de las campañas de emails a spam. Ok, hay una última pregunta que quiero hacerte. Es con el tema arriba, donde veo lo de commissions en el CRM. ¿Qué tan poderoso es el tema de commissions? ¿Qué se puede hacer? ¿Cómo lo manejan ustedes? ¿A qué lo tienen enfocados en realidad el tema de comisiones?
Antes de comisiones, me gustaría enseñarte algo más, que es Video Call Widget, esto es algo nuevo que acabamos de lanzar. Esto puedes crear que vamos a decir que una persona está en tu website y está browsing o está viendo información. Ellos pueden hacer una llamada de video directamente de tu website sin tener que estar logged in, sin tener que tener una cuenta, sin tener que tener nada. Un cliente puede hacer una llamada de video con tu branding, con todos tus compliance, security, y todo lo que lleva para instalarlo es un simple embedded code.
Equipo, les mandé un email respecto a
Y todo lo que tienes que poner eso, y literalmente te va a crear un link y un embed key que lo vas a poder entrar y poner en cualquier sitio. Para marketing, esto te puede subir la cantidad de personas que van a convertir, like by a lot. I mean, we've seen customers really, really, really love this feature, porque básicamente un cliente que está listo para hacer una llamada de video, porque necesita una asistencia inmediatamente, es un cliente que va a convertir casi un 80-90% en una póliza. Entonces, eso es otro feature que pudieran usarlo natively sin tener que pagar nada extra sobre eso.
Nice. Todo esto está dentro del mismo bundle, todo lo tienes.
Correcto. Y bueno, en la parte de comisiones, como estabas preguntando, en la parte de comisiones tienes básicamente algo muy básico hoy en día. Hoy en día comisiones no te voy a mentir que es el sistema más robusto, pero sí podemos manejar comisiones para pagarle a tus agentes, pagarles a tus diferentes trabajadores, etcétera, que tengas en tu organización. Ahora, tenemos un feature que va a salir en los próximos, no sé, 2 a 3 semanas, que va a ser Commissions Module completamente integrado al CRM. Ese Commission Module va a reemplazar a Agency Block, va a reemplazar todo, y Theo va a hacer todo el manejo de comisiones automatizado para ustedes. ¿Qué quiere decir? En este caso, va a recibir toda la información de tu CRM, todas las pólizas que se han vendido, de cuáles son las jerarquías de ustedes, quién está recibiendo qué comisión, quién está recibiendo qué cantidad de bonos, lo que sea. Y Theo automáticamente va a ver todos los inputs de cada carrier y va a crear los statements para cada cliente, para cada agente, para cada agencia y para cada diferente jerarquía que tengas, y va a automatizar todo ese aspecto. Y obviamente también lo bueno es que como Theo está conectado con la parte del CRM, todo va a estar nativamente aquí en este commission section, donde lo ves. Va a ser parte de la integración que estamos haciendo. Entonces va a ser algo súper simple, nativo, y todo lo vas a hacer automatizado. Ahora, puedes subir también carrier statements, y lo bueno va a ser toda la reconciliación, reconciliation, no sé cómo decirlo en español, reconciliation para ustedes. Vas a poder subir un Edna o un, no sé, un United Healthcare Commission Statement, y te va a decir, ok, estas comisiones sí fueron pagas, estas no, estas pólizas no han sido pagas, y te va a decir exactamente las discrepancias entre de lo que ha sido pago y lo que no, y te va a automatizar todo ese flow.
Wow, eso es básicamente lo que hace Agency Blog, pero Agency Blog lo tiene un poco más manual. Ellos apenas ahorita están tratando de integrar temas de IA, pero el CRM de ellos no es tan powerful. Yo creo que este está mucho más avanzado, tiene muchos más features, realmente está muy nice.
Bueno, es que tienes que pensar, nosotros somos una compañía de inteligencia artificial que está creando un CRM. Ellos son una compañía de CRM que está creando, que está añadiendo ahora una inteligencia artificial. Pero nosotros somos dueños de nuestra propia inteligencia artificial. No estamos pagándole renta a ChatGPT, ni a Anthropic, ni a nadie. No estamos usando otros servicios de otras personas. Tenemos mucha más flexibilidad que ellos, porque ellos tienen que depender de otras plataformas para poder crear. Y lo más probable no son muy robustos para eso. Nuestro equipo es un equipo que son los mejores en la industria de inteligencia artificial aplicada al mundo de seguros. ¿Me entiendes? Es muy diferente la estructura, y por eso los productos de nosotros se ven como mucho más avanzados, porque empezamos de otro diferente aspecto.
Correcto, sí. No, y se puede ver, porque yo conozco bien Agency Blog y no está mal, hace muy bien las cosas, pero acá se está viendo como ya la IA empieza a interactuar sí con el CRM, y eso ya es otro país. Eso ya es un avance muy grande, y pues es para donde realmente va el futuro, ¿no?
Bueno, y lo bueno es que hoy es lo peor que va a estar. Mañana, nosotros, para darte una idea, sacamos nuevos updates cada 24 o 48 horas.
Wow.
Cada 24 y 48 horas vas a poder ver diferentes features completamente nuevos, completamente diferentes. Y, by the way, todo va a ser incluido en el mismo precio. No, si nosotros sacamos un feature que sea completamente nuevo para revolucionar una parte del CRM, ustedes también lo van a tener acceso a eso al momento que lo saquemos para cualquier otro cliente, instantáneamente. So, el beneficio de ustedes es que en cada 24 o 48 horas van a ver cualquier problema, cualquier idea, cualquier concepto va a ser completamente creado y obviamente añadido al CRM como un feature nuevo. Típicamente, right? Y nosotros tenemos un equipo que trabaja básicamente 24/7. Nuestro servicio es básicamente en ese tipo de very, very much like all the time, every day, all the time. Entonces tenemos también, ¿sabes? Servicio que te podemos ayudar en cualquier momento que tengan. Ahora, nuestro como concierge service, como decirte, nuestro concierge service típicamente es un account rep que asignamos a ustedes. En este caso, el mismo account rep que ustedes tuvieran es Jonathan. Jonathan y Diego, que son nuestros dos account reps para este tipo de agencia, van a ser los muchachos que van a estar ayudándonos de ustedes. Y obviamente Gabriel, como el VP de Partnerships y de Sales, va obviamente a supervisar que todo esté yendo bien, obviamente.
Qué bien. Bueno, ahora, si quieres, hablamos de pricing, y yo te pregunto algo ahorita en un momento antes de dale, está perfecto.
Sí, adelante.
Sí, no, tú me vas a hablar.
Ok. Sí, ok. Pensaba que tenías una pregunta. No, mira,
No,
sí,
no.
El pricing es básicamente simple. Nosotros te damos, hoy en día tenemos que preguntarte cuántas personas van a estar usándola. Tenemos que hacer un análisis básicamente del tamaño de tu equipo, organización, y eso, y te damos un quote. Generalmente nosotros lo que cobramos un flat free por mes por todo el equipo. Típicamente va de $399 a $499 al mes, incluyendo todo, y típicamente ilimitado los users. Ahora, ilimitado es un poquito tongue in cheek, porque ilimitado, típicamente lo que estamos hablando ilimitado es no más de 20 usuarios a la vez, usándolo simultáneamente por ese precio. Y entonces ahí está básicamente incluido todos los features que acabas de ver, pero eso no incluye acceso a OpenCharts. OpenCharts es la plataforma que vieron al principio, que yo enseñé. Esa plataforma es separada. Esa sí cuesta $14.99 por usuario por mes. que eso básicamente es por un equipo y son mínimo 3 personas en ese equipo. Y eso es $14.99 al mes y eso te incluye a ustedes adicionalmente 3 millones de tokens por usuario por mes en ese caso. Ahora, en el caso del CRM, incluye en ese precio mensual que cobramos por todo lo que ustedes están usando, es típicamente incluyendo todos los tokens, los 10 millones de tokens para el CRM individual. Los $14.99 incluyen otros tokens que son específicamente enfocados para lo que es OpenCharts, porque lo tratamos como dos diferentes servicios. Entonces,
Ok.
en ese caso ustedes estuvieran usando. TheoDesk es completamente gratuito porque es bajo de OpenCharts. Entonces, toda la parte del desktop application que vieron hoy, eso está completamente integrado con OpenCharts. Entonces, no tuvieran que pagar extra por eso, no hay membresía extra. Es todo one and the same, right? Y si otra vez, si quieren comprar bundles de diferentes tokens, son $29 adicional por cada 3 millones de tokens que quieran usar. Ahora, si ustedes están usando tantos tokens, también podemos crear un precio que es un poquito más custom volume based, que pueden comprar un poquito más de volumen a un precio más bajo por token. Y tenemos obviamente esa flexibilidad para trabajarlo con ustedes. Y entonces, eso es algo que si vemos que ustedes están usando mucho volumen, necesitan mucho más tokens porque de verdad ustedes están metiéndole todo al 100% a Theo, genial, perfecto. Vamos a darte un price cut based on that. Entonces, eso es típicamente nuestro pricing y lo que hacemos es we sign a un agreement de un año nada más, no hacemos multi-year. Ahora, si quieres hacer 2 o 3 años, podemos hacerlo también y el precio por mes te baja un poco, pero en verdad mi recomendación es siempre empieza con un año. Si no te gusta, puedes cancelar al final del año y lo puedes pagar mensualmente, no tienes que pagarlo al año entero. Si lo pagas anualmente completamente, te damos un descuento de un 10% si pagas todo el año entero upfront, pero típicamente nuestros clientes pagan mes a mes y lo usan mes a mes con el annual contract.
Ok. So, para hacer un resumen, los
Sí.
$14.99 es por customer, pues para 3
No,
personas.
es por usuario de tu lado. Si tú, Quique y Santiago son un usuario, ahí son $14.99 por Quique, $14.99 por Santiago al mes.
Okay.
Y después, y son mínimo 3 usuarios. Entonces tuvieras que buscar una tercera persona y eso fuera otros
Ok,
14.
ya. Esa fue no, ya son 3 usuarios mínimo de nuestro lado. Bueno, te digo más o menos qué es lo que tenemos como equipo. Actualmente somos 10 personas. So, la compra estaría de 10. So, estaríamos cubiertos con lo que me dices que más o menos está alrededor de 300 a 400 por 20 usuarios. Entonces, entraríamos como en ese bundle de esa capacidad de usuarios, necesidad de capacidad de usuarios. No estamos pasando los 20.
Sí.
Y ya habrías que tomar decisiones si hacemos lo del OpenCharts, que creería yo que sí estaríamos pensándolo. Nosotros tenemos hoy en día, porque utilizamos Google Workspace, está ahí incluido el Gemini, el Basic, no, creo que es el Pro, no, bueno, creo que en unas cuentas tenemos el Pro y en otras normales, pero está el Gemini ahí. Y por ahí tenemos una cuenta de ChatGPT, que es normal porque también le damos uso por un lado. Pero habría que analizar un poquito.
Pero lo bueno con nuestra plataforma es que puedes importar todas esas cosas de Gemini y todas esas conversaciones de ChatGPT a nuestra plataforma. Y lo puedes hacer en 2 clics.
No perder el contexto. Okay.
Exacto, no pierdes el contexto. Y mira, te voy a dar la opinión mía. Yo me he pasado mucho tiempo en la industria de AI, he estado trabajando en esta industria por mucho tiempo y como estaba diciendo Gabriel al principio de la conversación, yo soy el arquitecto que creé todo esto y en cierta manera te digo la razón y no te lo estoy diciendo porque es mío, te lo estoy diciendo porque lo he visto con benchmarks contra otras compañías y contra otros lugares. Lo bueno que tiene Theo es que Theo es todo el poder de ChatGPT, todo el poder de Gemini, más todo el poder de Theo y todos los otros modelos, todo sincronizado abajo de una herramienta que hace todo el trabajo para ti. ChatGPT hoy en día no te va a crear una presentación tan buena como la que te hizo y ni con tanto control como te dejó hacerlo Theo. no te va a crear un podcast, no te va a crear un website tan comprensivo que puedes crear hasta base de datos directamente de la plataforma. ¿Sabes? Lo puedes hacer con todas estas herramientas, pero tú tienes que dar 20
Una
herramientas
por una, sí. Notebook, LM para presentaciones y así sucesivamente. Sí,
y
es
vas a pagar
bastante.
por tokens por diferente, porque eso eventualmente
Ya,
Gemini te incluye en cada cuenta de G Suite, te incluye una cantidad de tokens que típicamente son de 2 a 5 millones de tokens dependiendo de qué tipo de premium plan tengas con G Suite. Entonces,
correcto.
en cierta manera, vas a estar pagando o sea, extra por eso también y vas a estar pagando por otra vez usar otra plataforma más. Y lo bueno de esto es que centraliza y toma control sobre toda la parte de lo que vas a usar de IA abajo de una sola plataforma. Y en verdad, $47 al mes, pero vamos a decir que usted usa más que los 3 mínimos usuarios, los que son $47 al mes. $47 al mes es una inversión tan mínima para tanto output que vas a recibir. Te lo digo porque yo mismo lo uso diariamente y todas las cosas que hago, lo hago con Teo. Yo básicamente no uso nada más. Yo no tengo ni cuenta de ChatGPT, ni tengo cuenta de Gemini, ni tengo cuenta de nada. Uso únicamente Teo para todo el aspecto de mis mensajes, de mis emails. Hasta le ordeno mi Uber Eats, mi Instacart, todo lo ordeno con Teo. Y entonces, en cierta manera, es el poder que tiene Teo para poder hacer y reformar tu negocio y tu vida alrededor de todas las capacidades que tiene. Y lo bueno es que las cosas que tú necesites, Quique o Santiago, de tu equipo, si ustedes nos los dan, lo podemos añadir en nuestro roadmap y en 2 a 3 días vas a ver que esos features van a salir al mercado para ustedes. Que es la diferencia también. Nosotros podemos sacar releases cada 2 o 3 días, como está diciendo, cada 24, 48 horas máximo, hasta 72 horas. Tenemos básicamente, estamos releasing nuevos diferentes features y cambios en el sistema.
Correcto. Si, por ejemplo, quisiéramos intentar tener a todo nuestro equipo que tenga un usuario, habría de pronto bundles que economicen si son 10 usuarios, 2 usuarios, 15 usuarios, esos 14.99. ¿Habría forma de mirar algo así? Si quisiéramos que todo el mundo tuviera su cuenta de Tío, podríamos
Lo que
llegar a
pasa es
algún
que,
negocio.
lo que pasa aquí que es que el precio regular de OpenCharts es 24.99. Ya por hacerlo Enterprise Level baja a 14.99
Oh,
desde 3 usuarios para arriba.
ya
Sí,
estamos
si
ahí
tú,
entrando como en el
el
precio.
Enterprise, exacto.
Ok,
Ya te dimos el descuento, exacto. El problema es que si tú vas a nuestro website, tú vas a ver que básicamente el precio que ustedes pagarían hoy en día por OpenCharts es $24.99, por lo mismo que le estamos dando por $14.99.
ya te entendí. O sea, ya estamos teniendo ese descuento como tal en la empresa.
Sí,
Entiendo.
ahora, todo es negociable en el mundo. Si ustedes van y suben de 50 hasta 100 usuarios, y les vamos a decir que ustedes tienen otras agencias, y you guys want to bundle it all together, podemos trabajar cuando ya tenga un volumen mucho más alto, podemos trabajar en un a larger volume pricing, porque en el momento en verdad, a nosotros para bajar el precio más de 14.99, cuando son menos de 50 usuarios, no nos vale la pena en este momento porque estamos perdiendo dinero efectivamente en cada usuario, especialmente cuando estamos dando la cantidad de tokens que estamos dando. Estamos regalando dinero a nuestros servers, a AWS, efectivamente. Y ya Amazon tiene suficiente dinero, yo creo.
Sí, sí,
Entonces,
totalmente.
en ese caso, lo que tratamos de hacer es ser todavía súper competitivo. Mira, en cierta manera, ChatGPT cuesta $20 por usuario y ellos no tienen, ellos no tienen descuento for Enterprise. Ellos tienen descuento únicamente cuando llegas a más de 1,000 usuarios, típicamente. Y ellos cobran $20. Nosotros cobramos $14.99 y te damos más tokens que lo que te da ChatGPT, con más poder y más herramientas. Entonces, por eso vemos que es un good bargain, especialmente para una compañía del tamaño de ustedes, que son 10 o más usuarios, o 10 a 20 usuarios, es $14.99 es un buen precio. Y adicionalmente, estamos dándote los tokens en el CRM, que también, sabes, vas a poder usar todas las otras herramientas del CRM de Teo. Entonces vas a ver que vas a tener muchas diferentes cosas que vas a usar. Entonces tienes muchos tokens que vas a poder tener across the whole Theo universe.
Sí, 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 te entiendo. Solo por curiosidad, si esto es posible. Digamos, de los usuarios, sé que van a haber usuarios que van a tener mucho más volumen de uso de sus cuentas, otros no tanto. ¿Qué tan posible es que en un momento determinado, digamos, el departamento técnico, en el caso de Santiago, seguramente su cuenta como tal, la de él, pueda no lo estoy seguro y creo que va a ser difícil, por lo que me decías que no has encontrado a alguien que llegue a eso, pero pueda que él se pueda gastar todos los tokens de esa cuenta en particular, pero las otras 7 u 8 cuentas pues van a estar, no sé, con el 20% solamente de tokens usados. ¿Hay alguna manera de poder, no sé, trasladar tokens, mover tokens, usarlos? Mira, no tengo...
Déjame
No
enseñarte.
usado.
Es,
Okay,
es,
okay.
es súper, súper nativo. Actually, tenemos ese feature exactamente. Aquí tengo todo mi equipo, un equipo que tengo que creé de OpenOS. Y aquí yo puedo añadir mis asientos, etcétera. Tú puedes añadir asientos cuando tú quieras acá. Y ves como son $14.99 por usuario. Aquí yo puedo comprar más tokens, pero si vamos a decir que yo tengo muchos tokens y quiero reasignarle tokens a Tommy John de Anuar o de quien sea, I can hit assign y aquí pongo, tengo 600,000 tokens, quiero añadirle 50,000 al Tommy John. And you can assign the tokens y básicamente le asignas esos tokens a esa persona específicamente del otro ¿sabes? Que no ha usado.
Sí, que no, o sea, para que no se pierdan como los de ese mes, le pueda dar más uso de esa
pero
persona.
acuérdate, nunca lo pierdes, nunca pierdes. Siempre, si no lo usas, el mes que viene it rolls over.
Oh, there are rollover. Ah, qué nice.
Sí.
Okay,
Entonces,
great.
típicamente, no, sí, pero vamos a decir que este mes usaste de los 10, vamos a decir que tenías 10 y usaste 8, el próximo vas a empezar ya con 2, más los 10 normales, vas a tener 12 cuando empieces el próximo mes.
Ok, no, este feature está genial y así le puedo dar mucho más uso, porque sí estoy seguro que algunas personas no le van a dar tanto como en los departamentos técnicos,
Claro.
pero con estos va a estar muy, muy, muy nice. Esto es muy nice.
No,
Esto es entender mucho el usuario.
Y lo bueno es que también aquí en la parte, no vimos la parte de Teams, en OpenCharts, tú puedes ver todo lo que está haciendo tu equipo. También reemplazamos, si ustedes usan a Slack, usan eso, tenemos nuestro propio sistema de chat. Aquí ustedes pueden tener su propio chateo y pueden chatear y tener todo el company chat directamente desde acá. Y aquí pueden, como pueden ver, pueden compartir notas, compartir presentaciones, imágenes, videos, GIFs, tienen todo, ¿sabes? Todos estos diferentes GIFs. Pueden compartirlo directamente acá, escribir hello y puedes ver quién está online y mandarle un mensaje a ellos. Puedes ver los files, fotos, todas las imágenes que has mandado, etcétera. Y aquí también puedes pedirle a Theo. You can ask Theo to do research, to create a whiteboard, manda un voice note, ayúdame a escribir, o ayúdame a hacer un research directamente desde el chat. No tienes que salirte del chat para hacer esas cosas. Obviamente, eso sí usa tokens cada vez. Por ejemplo, aquí veo que Jonathan está en el chat. Voy a venir acá, Jonathan, y voy a escribirle. Ahí veo que me está escribiendo. Voy a abrir una conversación directamente con él. Y aquí puedo mandarle un direct message de él, o si no, puedo regresar a mi canal y puedo tener múltiples canales. Puedo tener canales de marketing, canales de equipos de ingeniería, y puedo ver ahí que Jonathan escribió, puedo hasta mandarle, ok, un thumbs up, y tener todo este sistema de chatting como si fuera un Slack, si ustedes usan Slack o Microsoft Teams, el mismo concepto que eso.
El mismo concepto, sí.
Y es completamente aquí nativo, y aquí puedes tener obviamente canales, y esos canales puedes tenerlo por tu compañía, puedes tener equipo de ingeniería, equipo de marketing, puedes crear cuantos canales tú quieras, puedes poner y puedes asignar quién está en esos canales directamente desde acá. And you can kind of, go in and make those adjustments as you need. Y cuando ves proyectos, puedes manejar proyectos con tu equipo completamente. Entonces aquí estos son proyectos que hemos compartido todos, entre todos. Y aquí tú puedes añadir proyectos que tú has creado personalmente o crear nuevos proyectos específicamente para tu equipo. Y aquí you can create new projects specifically for the team and so forth and so on. Entonces tienes muchas herramientas acá que vas a poder usar directamente en la parte de Teams, que esto, como ustedes son Enterprise, ustedes van a tener acceso no nada más que a personal, van a tener acceso a Teams. Ahora, todo lo que tú hagas en la parte personal, tu equipo no lo puede ver. Pero si tú quieres compartirlo con tu equipo, tú puedes compartirlo o añadirlo como un proyecto compartido a toda tu organización o a un solo canal. Y puedes seleccionar qué canal quieres compartirlo, Engineering Team, y aquí puedes ver cuáles son los miembros que están en tu canal, etc. Y si tú eres el admin, puedes añadir otros miembros. Y aquí puedes ver quién de tus miembros están activos, qué permisos, puedes apagar permisos, puedes botarlos de la compañía si quieres, si quieres cerrar la cuenta. Y aquí puedes añadir tu branding, puedes poner tu logotipo, todos tus colores, tu tagline, tu website, quién tiene visibilidad, si es un equipo privado, si quieres que básicamente comprar otros asientos, si quieres comprar más asientos, vamos a decir que ya 9 no son suficientes, quieres comprar un 10, añades add one seat, todo lo que haces es add, y el sistema te va a verificar, son otros $14.99, va a ser un total de $149 al mes por 10 asientos, confirm, pay, y él te procesa el pago y que el mes que viene, en vez de cobrarte los $139 que estaba cobrándote por esos dos asientos, de cobrar 149. Does that make sense?
Sí, 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 súper sencillo. Sí, está súper práctico. ¿Hay alguna manera, de pronto, fuera del administrador, que los usuarios, pues, que están con uno, que no agrega el equipo? Eh, Tuvimos algo malo hace unos meses atrás. Alguien tenía una cuenta de ChatGPT de la empresa y cuando se fue de la empresa, bueno, borró todo lo que había hablado de ChatGPT. O sea, descontextualizó todo el learning management que habíamos hecho ahí. Se perdió las cosas. ¿Hay forma de restringir que los usuarios puedan borrar los chats que han hecho, como lo que ha pasado, lo que han creado?
No, tú lo más que le haces, le cambias el permiso y básicamente cuando los votas, ellos no tienen acceso a todas las conversaciones, aunque sea que hayan sido conversaciones personales. Las conversaciones personales, ellos pueden borrar esas conversaciones en su cuenta personal, pero todo lo que sea asignado al equipo, o sea, parte de la membresía que ustedes están pagándole, ellos no pueden borrar, basado en tus
Oh,
reglas.
nice. Es eso, es eso. Ah, bueno, eso es perfecto. Solo pueden crear información y agregar, mejor dicho, no borrar. Ok.
Bueno, básicamente ellos pueden hacer lo que tú quieras que ellos hagan. Tú le puedes dar los permisos y tú puedes apagarle los permisos. Pero al momento vamos a decir que esta persona la despide y tienen que irse, todo lo que, si ellos abrieron una cuenta personal con OpenCharts y la tenían como personal y antes de empezar con ustedes, la parte personal se queda con ellos. La parte que no sea personal, que sea básicamente adentro de la organización, que sea dentro del equipo, que sea dentro del work structure, ellos no pueden borrar nada, aunque sea que tú le des permiso.
Ya comprendo. Bueno, yo creo que ha sido una presentación muy interesante, de verdad muy agradecidos por todo el tiempo. Yo pienso que voy a reunirme con mi hermano, de hecho que está acá conmigo, en un rato me reúno con él, con Daniel, quien fue quien conoció a Gabriel García y se interesó mucho sobre el producto. Hay muchos features que nosotros estamos actualmente teniéndolos en cuenta, los hacemos con Soho, pero hay algunas cosas que definitivamente queremos implementar IAS y pues acá está muy avanzado el trabajo y sabemos que
Bueno,
esto es el
y
comienzo.
hoy no tuvimos tiempo para enseñarle nuestra otra plataforma que es de Theo APIs, donde ustedes pueden tener completamente control sobre la capa de inteligencia de Theo. Y ustedes pueden construir sus propios APIs, sus propios endpoints, sus propios intelligence layers y sus propios agents completamente.
Wow, pero entonces sabes que sí sería muy bueno hacer esa reunión porque nosotros tenemos muchas ganas de hacer agents que puedan recibir llamadas, que puedan hacer un filtro y llegar hasta lo más lejos que se pueda antes de ya tener que pasar a una persona que tenga la capacidad para poder hacer la venta o ya hacer como tal el enrollment o bueno, hacer lo que... Pero eso lo queremos hacer, está dentro de nuestro wish list de cosas, de proyectos. Pero si
Pero
ya
mira,
en esta parte hay algo... Wow.
Esa plataforma es mucho más poderosa de todo lo que has visto, porque esa plataforma está hecha para developers, para gente que ya son un poco más avanzada técnicamente y quieren construir sus propios agents y sus propias capas de inteligencias. Entonces tú vas a tener control sobre todo y puedes crear tus propios API keys, puedes bajar nuestro SDK, nuestro CLI y completamente instalarlo en tu computadora y crear todo lo que tú quieras directamente de tu Terminal Command Center. Puedes hacer lo que te imagines, puedes hacerlo con Theo, porque es básicamente todo lo que tú has visto hoy en día ha sido creado con la misma estructura de Theo que hemos hecho en el API. Lo que nosotros exponemos, el API ahora como un producto para que cualquier persona,
Es como si tuviéramos la constructora ahora atrás. Algo así.
Correcto. Nosotros tenemos el edificio construido, que es todo lo que han visto, pero ahora ustedes te pueden usar también a Theo y básicamente vas a usar nuestro API para construir todos los diferentes aspectos de esto.
Que se nos pasa por la cabeza, mejor dicho, ok. Eso es algo aparte, me imagino. O sea, lo que hemos hablado aquí es el CRM es lo que hablamos, OpenCharts es lo que hablamos, eso ya sería algo aparte y obviamente unos costos diferentes.
Sí, pero lo bueno es que esa no tiene membresía, esa no tienes que pagar por membresía ni por usuario, esa pagas nada más que por API usage. So you only pay for what you use.
Nice. Perfecto.
Entonces,
bueno,
esa es súper simple. Pero bueno, lo que vamos a hacer esto, para ya terminar, porque si no vamos a estar aquí por 20 años hablando sobre todo esto. ¿Por qué no hacemos esto? Primero, Gabriel te va a mandar un follow-up presentation con el pricing que hablamos, con todas las diferentes cosas. Te vamos a mandar, si el pricing todo te funciona con esa presentación, te vamos a mandar el contrato para que ustedes lo vean y lo revisen para la parte del CRM. Y para la parte de OpenCharts, Gabriel va a hacer una llamada para que te enseñe, él te va a enseñar cómo setear la cuenta para la organización, y esa no tiene contrato, esa sí no hay contratos, no hay long-term agreements, esa es mes a mes de la parte de OpenCharts. La parte del CRM es obviamente diferente porque eso tenemos obviamente más estructuras. La otra parte es vamos a setear una reunión de 30 a 45 minutos para enseñarte TheoCRM, que es nuestra API system, para que ustedes puedan ver y obviamente ahí le podemos crear la cuenta instantáneamente en ese momento. Es completamente gratuito para tú y tu equipo tener múltiples cuentas y básicamente ustedes usan el API y pagan por tokens. Yeah.
Ok, perfecto. Listo. Muy agradecidos de verdad a todos, Ariel, a Gabriel, Jonathan y todos. O sea, muchas gracias de verdad por su tiempo. Nos explicaron muy bien todos y si vendrán dudas, me imagino en un futuro, pero pues estará el mismo tío o supongo que me dice que Jonathan sería como nuestra persona encargada. Si tenemos alguna duda muy puntual, nos podría de pronto ayudar con el CRM si hay algo que tengamos que resolver.
Sí, 100%. Mira, y nosotros estamos como siempre disponibles, lo que ustedes necesiten. Y lo bueno es que ahora tenemos un programa de referrals y embajadores. Entonces, estamos seteando un nuevo programa de referidos. Si ustedes refieren a otras compañías o a otros usuarios a la plataforma, te damos tokens, básicamente en exchange for that. Entonces, entonces cada vez que refieran a alguien, que alguien use la plataforma, you guys get free tokens. Básicamente, tenemos hasta tenemos unos usuarios que no han pagado por tokens nunca.
Haciendo buenos referidos. Y conocemos mucha gente, de hecho, en la industria. Muchísima gente que
cualquier persona puede usarlo. No tiene que ser en la industria seguro. Como tú puedes ver, cualquier persona. Tenemos compañías, abogados, tenemos literalmente tenemos ciudades de gobiernos que lo están usando. Tenemos diferentes tipos de personas. El CRM, obviamente, es algo mucho más enfocado en industria, pero lo que es el OpenCharts y lo que es Theo es agnóstico a la industria de seguros, porque cualquier persona con cualquier tipo de negocio puede usarlo.
Correcto, sí, es una IA completamente neutra, no está solo enfocada en la industria, así es.
Correcto, exacto. Entonces, pero bueno, fue un placer, Quique, Santiago, también un placer, gracias por su tiempo, vamos a estar en contacto lo más rápido posible con ustedes para que esto todo se organice.
Vale, muchísimas gracias.
Claro, mil gracias a ustedes, un placer.
Dale, muchas gracias.
Chao.
Gracias. Muchas gracias.